podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
Dolla Dibiase Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. It's hard work, dedication. Boxingwoods.com. Mayweather is PB. He's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away from us. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
On the left and right by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder.
I think anybody out there listening or the key, anybody, you think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal to make.
Boxingwoods.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is leaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up!
Some things about we got to deal with his body shots. I don't think you want to be that close to us. He's talking about letting the left hook go, then you gonna take the left hook. Let's get that done.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. We are firemen! The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat.
Boxingwoods.com.
Let's get that done.
Danny, how much of the difference is it for you at this weight?
You lost weight, man?
Yeah, I'm working out. I lost like 35 everybody's a threat.
Puerto Rico, Miguel
Boxingwoods.com.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna take this fight against Keith. We're gonna get less than you, Keith, but we're gonna get more the second time. So go ahead and make it 2 times.
Boxingwoods.com. My job is to focus on boxing and going out there being the best that I can be.
Alright, you men receive my instructions. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. I want you to touch gloves now, man. You're boxing at the bell. Let's go.
Boxingwoods.com. Boxingwoods.com.
Saturday, I think somebody's going to get stalked. We don't know who, but, I'm pretty confident in myself. And we're ready.
I must be the greatest.
Boxingwoods.com. Boxingwoods.com.
Good
Morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And I'm coming to you with some great news. I mean, some really, really good news. Today, September 2nd, 2021, we were supposed to get the live stream of the purse bid for Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter. But it sounds like we have another 12 days of negotiations, as it looks like both parties, both fighters, promoters, have requested more time to negotiate, to continue these negotiations. It looks like these guys are trying to put this fight together. The purse bid for the mandatory bout, this is directly from the WBO's website. And the WBO is the sanctioning body that is the belt that Crawford holds. So it says the purse bid for the mandatory bout between WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford and challenger Shawn Porter has moved to September 14th, following requests from the promoters of both fighters, Top Rank for Crawford and Tom Brown's TGB Promotions for Porter. So for us, this is great news because we don't have to go to purse bid. It won't make the situations sticky and unfair, you know. Instead, this is telling us that these guys can come to some sort of agreement, which is great for us. You know, I mean, it sounds like Bob Arum has some plans for this fight for November, I believe 20th. Let me just look for the exact quote. All right, so Arum said a third card that could take place in November is a potential pay-per-view fight between welterweight title holder Terence Crawford, 37-0, 28 KOs, and former two-time welterweight champion Shawn Porter, 31-3, with 1 draw and 17 KOs, who last week was ordered by the WBO to meet in a mandatory bout. Both fighters want the fight, but it has not been made yet. If no deal is negotiated with Top Rank and Porter's team, then TGB and Premier Boxing Champions will go to purse bid. If they could make a deal, the fight could headline a joint ESPN Fox pay-per-view. So, it looks like, you know, they are probably going to figure it out between each other, which is good news. You know, if you guys are doing business with Wilder Fury, you know, why not? You know, keep doing that business. Keep leaving those doors open and make other big fights between two big promoters, man, two big entities, you know. This is a big fight that is going to attract a lot of attention. I'm glad that obviously it didn't come to purse bid. It was going to be the first purse bid that I know to be live streamed, so I was excited for that. But I think that the powers that be realized, like, come on, look at the excitement amongst the fans just because we're going to purse bid. This is obviously a fight that we can make some sort of profit on, and our fighters can come out, you know, better in the long run. Crawford Porter for me is a very exciting WBO welterweight championship fight. It solidifies Crawford as a legitimate welterweight in the division, and for Porter, it's the opportunity at a career-defining fight. You know, so makes sense. You know, Porter has his mental advantages. Obviously, going into this, he's fought as high as 165 in the amateurs. He's the natural welterweight. Maybe he thinks he's the stronger guy. Crawford's been, you know, looking like the stronger guy on a 9-fight, 10-fight knockout streak, you know. But I think this is going to be the longest that they're possibly out of the ring, right? Let me double check. Crawford last fought, I believe it was Ijalizis Kavalaskas. Let me just, sorry about that. Look it up. So Terence Crawford, where are you on Box Reco? Box Rekido. All right, here we go. Let's see. Crawford last fought Kell Brook. Oh, okay. Last year in November. Oh, wow. So it's coming on a year. So he'll be out of the ring 1 full year. And Shawn last fought against Formella, right? And that was on Sebastian Formella. Oh, he's been out of the ring a year and 1 month. Uh-oh. Better get Mako. Hey, it's even. They both been out a year. Or will be out. I mean, obviously Crawford would be out one entire year and Porter would be out 13 months. 14, 15 months or so. He completed his year in August. We're in September. He's on his 13th month. October is 14th. November would be his 15th month out of the ring in a professional bout. That brings things slightly into perspective, but at this level, he made it clear on his podcast he wanted no tune-ups. He was only up for the big fight. So I'm just excited. We got 12 more days, whether they're faking or not. This is a good sign, or a sign that shows we can possibly get this fight at the end of the day. And it's a good welterweight fight. It's a good welterweight fight that needs to happen. And I mean, look, man, we've been doing this for so long that these are the kind of things we want to see, man. We want to see, Bob Arum of Top Rank and TGB with Al Heyman be able to negotiate a fight without having to go to purse bid, man, so that the likelihood of this happening again can be higher. If the probability of these sorts of, mix and match fights between two separate promoters can continue to happen, it can definitely elevate the sport. Because here we got Crawford Porter, and, winner out of this, obviously if Crawford wins or Porter wins, they have to deal with Virgil sometime soon. If that doesn't mean that they're going to go on to unify with whatever other welterweight is available. So, this one getting off means that the other one can get off. Because the other one is with another entity as well. The other one is with Golden Boy Promotions, who promotes the young Virgil Ortiz, the welterweight, that will possibly be the mandatory here in the next 12 months for this WBO belt. He can choose to go a different route. Never know if he gets highly ranked in another sanctioning body. But yeah, man, you just would want to see this one get off so that we can continue to do this, It's the only way the sport's going to grow. The other day, just talking out loud with other panelists and factoring in how much we have to spend to be boxing fans. It's so fragmented. We got so many different apps and streaming services, and watch it on Showtime. No, watch it on Dazn. No, there's a fight on Fox. There's a fight on Fight TV. There's independent pay-per-views. It's crazy. It really is crazy to be a boxing fan. Like the fights are all over the place, man. And in a time like this, where the sport is so fragmented, they need to make these big fights like Porter and Crawford, and Wilder and Fury. I'm hearing Dillian White is supposed to fight Jermaine Franklin. Man, I don't know that that's the fight. Boxing is so strategic, right? Like Dillian White is gonna fight Jermaine Franklin, and I think Franklin's been out for 2 years and caught COVID. It's crazy, man. But he's a name. He's offering a payday. You want payday? I know that. And Franklin's already signed his side of the deal, so he's all in. It's just like, if you don't know nothing about boxing, then boxing is fine, man. But the minute you get let down sometimes. I mean, is Jermaine Franklin even ranked? No, he's not. No, he is not in the top 15 of any sanctioning body. But Dillian White is absolutely numero tres, you know, in the ring. Right behind Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. So, I don't know. It's not like I won't watch the Jermaine Franklin fight, but you know, I just wanted whoever the opponent is to have the same shot. You know, Franklin is legit been out the ring. Oh my God, since that Showbox fight with Pavel Sawa in 2019. October 5th, 2019. So wait a minute. That's 2 years? Wow. He's got 2 years out legit in October. Like 24 months out. That's crazy. Now, obviously, you know, he could be well rested because of that, but I mean, where's the timing at? Where's that tank? You know? I don't know, bro. Solo Dolo, Scarface No Manolo, TBV holding you down every single day with or without the boys, man. You know? It's crazy though. Damn, Jermaine, I feel like this is where the fighters stop liking you, right? Because like the right thing to say is that this is not fair. That this is he's cherry picking. You know what I'm saying? But then Jermaine get mad at you. You know, yo, this is my payday. It's the biggest payday. You know, it's the biggest payday of my life. What you mean? I'm ready. I've been training, and it's like, come on, fam.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Payday.
You know? So, I don't know. I guess it's a decent fight. I wonder where they're going to do it, though. Like, how is he going to debut? Because ain't that fight October 24th? I guess they just bringing an American to the UK. It can't be like them coming over here. Because I did see Dillian White announce, right? I think he's back October 24th. He's already announced he's back. And these are the mind games, you know. Jermaine Franklin has already signed, but he doesn't know. Fights for October, you know. Maybe they are going to give him the shot. Maybe they're not. But the longer they make him wait, the more they fuck with his head, you know. Boxing. The fight is won outside the ring. That's half your fight is outside the ring, and the negotiation tables and who walks out first and who's giving up what. You know? That's where this is at. Let me see. October 30th in 02, London. That is the date for Dillian White and possibly Jermaine Franklin. Undefeated, 20-0, American heavyweight. Elias, the 989 assassin. Yeah, I mean, you know, I wish that we could get behind Jermaine. I wish that he would be coming off of some sort of decent looking fight, you know, because you know you want to root for yours, you want to root for your fellow American, you know what I mean, from Michigan, but it's like he's been inactive, and when he was there, I mean, look at the fight with Jerry, look at the fight with Pavel Sawa. It's just like, you know, he's been going mad decisions. Like his last fours are decisions with names that are lesser known than, you know, Dillian. I mean, obviously he can rise to the occasion. But, you know, can he? He can, but can he? That is really the question. Unfortunate. Not who I would want to. I mean, look, he's not even ranked. This is what I'm saying. Boxing is so strategic. That's not who I would want to send from America over to fight Dillian. at all. Not right now, anyway. If we're looking at the heavyweight division, there's plenty of other people that could have been chosen. Just going down the top 10. Could have fought Oscar Rivas again with all that controversy. That's there. Michael Hunter's there. Common opponent with Povetkin. You didn't have to dig so deep. I know he wanted that Trevor Bryant shot. I wonder why they couldn't get that. But Hunter highly ranked in the WBA. You got Luis Ortiz. If he's looking for advantages, when's the last time Luis fought? It's got to be about a year. Plus he's 40-something years old. Look, Luis last fought a year ago as well, so you would have got him coming off a year layoff plus 42. Bigger name though, bigger name for the community. They would appreciate this more than the Franklin name. But it's really picking your poison, is it not? It's like, do you want Luis Ortiz? Do you want Luis or do you want Franklin? One guy's coming off a 2-year layoff, the other guy's coming off a 1-year layoff. The 1-year layoff, you would be like, oh, let's jump right at it. But then if you find out, that 1-year layoff really means, he's also 42 years old. That I don't know. Has he been 42 for like 2 years? So, or you can go with your man Jermaine, who's not been in the ring with the opposition of Luis Ortiz and definitely 20 years younger than Luis Ortiz, but out 2 years and not face that level of opposition and doesn't really punch like a Luis Ortiz. So it's all about the poison you want. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Boxing, fucking bullshit. That's why when you get yourself a little Porter fight versus Crawford, you got to be excited. Got to be excited. Crawford's resume looking nice too, man. Damn, when I read that this morning, it's like, wow, look at this guy, 37-0 right now. That looking real nice. But we'll see. We'll see. This is the one I want, man. We'll see how he does, how much Crawford can take, because I'm expecting him to be pushed. I really am. And, he's going to get to show his levels right here. He's going to get to say, I told y'all. Y'all didn't believe me? Well, here you go. There it is. Proof in the pudding, but he's got to prove it. He's got to prove it. A lot comes with Porter. It's just a really, really, really good fight for us as boxing fans. So, once again, I'm definitely excited that, these two promoters have requested more time. Wasn't what I was expecting. Now I got to deal with my anxiety, right, of wanting this fight and having to wait to see can they hammer it out in the next 12 days or less. That's the beauty. They can get it done in less and announce right away. Dan Rayfield could be breaking the story any day now. And really, that's what I want as a boxing fan. They're saying MGM too, November. So everything's going back to Vegas, man. Crazy. We had a fantastic Border Wars show last night, so if you haven't caught that, check it out. We're definitely coming down to the wire here. We got about 16 days left, and actually we just got to pull out. Chris Vega pulled out on Keem, ruining the fucking night. So we need a replacement. Who's stepping up to the plate? I think Keem said he wanted Dylan Gray or something like that. He said he got to avenge that loss that Lids Low got. So, Adrian, get on your job. You know what I'm saying? Get that fight. But yeah, man, check out that episode. It's out. And you can catch it. Uh-oh. Who's this? Is this Lady Chan? Oh, this is Mario Monguilla. But yeah, man. Y'all know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. We talking the Terence Crawford and Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter purse bid getting extended by 12 days. And the proposed location is not the MGM, but in fact the Mandalay Bay. Still Vegas, though. They need to give us these things in other places. I mean, freaking Vegas is so far away. Like, that flight is long, man. I hate that shit. But, again, this is great news for us as boxing fans, you know, because it's like, oh, snap, boxing is about to get it right. We don't got to go to purse bid. We don't have to force these guys to do this. So it's just good, man. Marioski, are you avail?
I am avail. Awake and avail.
What up, man?
What you talking, dog? You talking about
a little bit of everything, man.
Talking about a party? Talking about an appreciation party?
Appreciation party? No, we're not.
Appreciation night party for Caleb Plant Canelo? Oh, that's what I thought you were talking about. My bad.
I do want that. I did.
And you ain't talking about shit. No, I'm playing. No, fill me in.
No, I do want an appreciation night for November. I talked to Barbie about it. If we can get it coordinated,
I seen it.
I think that's the right thing. But we are talking Crawford Porter and the purse bid getting 12 days delayed. Yeah, they have an extension for 12 more days to continue negotiations. And I think that's great news. I think that's, you know, these promoters letting us know that they can really get it done. And I think they've seen that. Just with the WBO live streaming it, and I guess the interest that it's gotten, these promoters probably realize this fight is bigger than what they thought.
Word. I think you're right. I think not only are you right, but these promoters got a chance to see that too. Because not too long ago, I can't remember when it was an Untitled. And we brought up, you know, looking at figures and numbers and all this stuff, right? And seeing how easy in the background, like, it is for me to just find certain information on, you know, random stuff. These guys could do that even easier. You know, they can pay money to have it done even better. And you get specific schematics and you get specific numbers that tell you what a fight interest is between two gentlemen. I think that must be what's going on. That's why they want one last chance to get this thing right. That said, it doesn't give me any more hope. It really doesn't. You know,
Why?
if it was Canelo or if it was, you know, I'm not even gonna mention names. Forget I said whoever. Just because we've been here with Bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been here with Bud. And getting a name that we think is gonna solidify and then it just doesn't happen. You know? So
yeah, but we never been in a purse bid situation with a viable name like, you know, like this one.
Sure. This is about as close as it'll get, or has gotten in the past. And I'm not saying it doesn't get any closer. I'm not saying we don't get this fight. And I'm not saying that Bud doesn't want to fight every single person on the planet that, you know, anybody would say is better than him. What I am saying is that we've been here before. And it's more about Bob, and it's more about Top Rank. You know, because I know Shawn wants to fight. I know Bud wants to fight. Question is, can we get it right? I don't know, man. I just don't have that confidence. It's like, man, the other day somebody put this meme on Twitter. It was hilarious. I was going to clip it for you, but I was like, nah, because he's going to put it on the show and people are going to talk shit. But it was something like, man, everybody makes countdowns for Bud, for everything Bud except for his fights, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about, oh, he gets out his contract in 8 months, or he'll be out of Top Rank in half a year. Oh, here comes the Porter bid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It kind of made me realize, like, damn, you know what? As a Bud fan, which I am, it does go like that. It be like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, man, we always set these precedents for this guy, and yeah, I hope this time it delivers. And again, not him. I'm talking about the promotion itself. I'm talking about the people that are in charge of getting this man a fight.
Dan Rayfield wrote an article for World Boxing News, and it seems like Bob Arum has a plan, and that plan involves the Mandalay Bay, November 20th, and pay-per-view. I'm also, I think in the pre-pro, we also have something where he says, and I quote, if we do it, we'll do it November 20th at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Arum said. If Top Rank is the lead promoter, Arum said he already has the date and site lined up. So obviously, he got that with the Mandalay Bay. Now, he has to be the lead promoter. In order to do that, Porter has to agree to the offer. So,
And that's what I think it's about too. Like, I mean, it's mostly about, hey, can we see if Bob can get this one right, as opposed to the purse bid, be in a situation like with Teofimo. Same thing. It's like these fighters aren't really getting their, like, sports designed in a way to protect fighters, right? And fights and promoters and promotions and promoters take advantage of it, I better not even say that. Never mind. We good, champ. We good. We get in the fight. I know it.
I hope, like I said,
is it a big time fight, Ness? Like, for real, is it a big time fight? Like, is it like, does it mean as much as as Pacquiao Spence was gonna mean?
No, but I think it's gonna have more momentum than some other fights, simply because it's Crawford's greatest fight.
Yeah, I get that.
So like, the word could spread, right? Like, you can tell your friends, like, yo, this dude is arguably the best fighter in the world, and now everyone's gonna get to see it because he's fighting someone that's elite. So maybe more people tune in.
Yeah, I like the way you put that. I do. I think, like, if this is a game between Bud and Earl, which for me it's not. For me, I just want them to fight. But, Bud put some stuff the other day, like right after the Ugas fight. You talked about it a little bit. Everybody knows what he said. But, and I'm saying that mostly because I don't really remember exactly specifying how he put it, but something like, oh man, I guess Earl's gonna need me after all, or something like along the lines of that. And it just felt like a kind of like moment where he just sat back, reflected, and was just like, okay, I'm all right. And that's what I think this is right now. It's like, damn, off the heels of the disappointment, which was not Earl's fault, which is not Pacquiao's fault. Things happen. Legitimate injuries happen all the time. These men fight in the most dangerous sport on earth. And I think that's what it was. But at the end of the day, it's like, can you use this as momentum if you're Bud to come out and make the fight that, the other welterweight fight that we really wanted to see happen, and then you make it happen, like, regardless of whether that injury was, legit or authentic, it doesn't matter. He takes that momentum. He takes, what Earl was setting up with that Pacquiao fight. He had it set up, like pins ready for that strike, and Bud can capitalize on the fact that fight doesn't happen. On the fact that Earl doesn't fight for a little bit either. Go out, you beat a Porter, that's big time to me. And I agree with you. I don't think the fight feels big time like a Canelo type of fight, but man, in the pandemic era, this is about as good as welterweight pay-per-view you're gonna get.
What else is on the horizon for November as well? Like, I think in November, November 20th and November 6th, they're bugging. They asking you to spend double money on pay-per-view on a Canelo month. And Canelo's undisputed. Which fight means more for boxing? Undisputed. That's not a bad date. I mean, that's a bad date for them. I didn't even realize. November 6th? Like, you want me to go to Vegas for Undisputed because we are. It's Canelo 1. It's Plant 2. It's Vegas 3. It's Undisputed 4. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. That I didn't even put that in together now. What do you feel about November 20th now? I forgot about Canelo.
Yeah, I like. Well, what do you mean? Like, what do I, in terms of what? Like that being a crowded date, the November date? Because, by the way, if you talk about
a crowded pay-per-view November date,
hell yeah! Because let me tell you, I know you don't know about this. I'm gonna put you on it. All right, I'm gonna put you on it because you my mans. I'm gonna tell you about the big UFC fight happening.
Oh my goodness,
it's coming. Usman versus Covington 2, November 6th. Let me tell you, that's in Madison Square Garden. That card is bonkers.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Nah, you tripping. You tripping. Let me tell you, Usman, he's a killer. A killer. And he's about to fight this racist piece of shit. I mean, this dude Covington. And, yeah, he's about to fight him, but the whole card's dope. Like Rose, I know you know Rose. You know she's dope. She, Justin Gaethje, who was just a main event star in 2020, and now is the third fight on this. Frankie Edgar, like that's a huge card. I'm just saying that the crossover appeal
they saying
is
that's
there.
A rematch. Nobody want to see that shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing is this is a big Madison Square Garden fight card. Like it feels like that. I'm gonna get it. I'm telling you right now.
They saying both of those is rematches, man. They saying both of those rematches. Mario capping, man.
Man, that's bullshit. Who's saying capping?
They said Rose stopped the Chinese girl last fight, so that you.
Yeah, she did. She did, and I think Covington sucks too. I don't think he should be getting a rematch so fast either. But y'all are playing yourselves if you think that that's not good for business. If that ain't shit, let me tell you. If the green print in boxing is that, then the rest of the world. That's a green print right there. Usman Covington 2, that's the green print for them. It's going to get people to watch. It's a huge card. That's really all I'm trying to say. And November 6th, Canelo. They moved AEW's pay-per-view off that date just because they didn't want to go against it.
Fam, they saying you sipping the MMA juice, man. I'm getting messages left and right.
I'm not. I'm just trying to reiterate the fact that you are right with your point that it is a busy pay-per-view month.
Listen, at the end of the day, you are right. Whether that's a good pay-per-view or not, coming from the UFC, it's still another pay-per-view on the same month that Crawford Porter is projected to be on. That can't be good. That just can't be good. But we do have a super chat from High and Low Sports Centrum that says the boxing voice is more. So thank you, my friend, for the morning love.
You the most, champ.
Yes. That being said, we're going to segue into a little Border Wars talk here, man. Damn, did you catch Jose talking about you yesterday or what?
Yeah, man. Well, I caught a little bit of it. I had some stuff going on yesterday, so I didn't get to hear the whole show. But, yeah, man, listen. He's a hype. First of all, I want to say this, too. I like the new direction, the way you do well, you know what? I'll tell you that off air. Never mind. But yeah. No, I heard it. He's a chump.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, he's calling for a knockout.
Yeah, man. I mean, he can call for knockout. Footage. You know, with his old man bod tits that he's got, but I don't think they're gonna hurt. I really don't. I just don't.
He posted footage.
I don't think. Oh, then never mind. I didn't get that far at all.
Yeah. Posted footage. He's really loading up on that right hand. He was doing pad work. So is his girls. Girls looking better on the pad work. Uppercut still out there. She like jacks it up. So it's telegraphing. She pops it back before she brings it forward. It's like, whoa.
We doing a joint, or you know what? I better let them announce that. Never mind.
Yeah. But also, what's your thoughts on Jermaine Franklin being the rumored opponent? Rumored because he put it out there that he signed his side of the contract and he's waiting on Chicken Dillian White, according to him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a situation where I think Dillian White would rather have a bigger, better name. I think historically we would have admitted that this would have been the time where he would get like a big time shot, but everybody's tied up. You know, the best are tied up, and it's like when you go down the order, you know, there are certain fighters left. Jermaine Franklin's one of them. I think that it was a smart move to put him on blast like that. You know, it got people talking. It caught the scent of, you know, American fight fans, I think, at least on Twitter from what I saw, more than anything else. You know, he did his job. You know, his job was to put himself as a leading candidate or create some sort of buzz, and he did that. I don't hate the fight. I really don't. I expect Dillian White to win that fight, but at the end of the day, that's you know, it's a good fight. You don't like it?
I mean, he's 2 years out the ring and he hasn't looked good yet.
Who's left for him, champ?
Who's left for Dillian?
Yeah.
Michael Hunter.
That's fighting. That's fighting.
Michael Hunter's available. Michael Hunter's also American. Michael Hunter's a common opponent with Povetkin. I mean, and it's not a cherry pick. This is a 2 year.
I would like that fight.
Years.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You know what? Damn. My bad. I always do that to Michael Hunter. I always forget about him. I don't know why.
But even Luis Ortiz, it's like, yes, that's pick your poison. Yes, it's pick your poison because it's like, all right, Luis has been out 1 year. Jermaine's been out 2 years. All right, Jermaine's 20 years younger. Luis is 20 years older. All right, Jermaine ain't fought nobody. Luis at least has fought somebody. So it's like, you know what I mean? You got to say what you want. Do you want the young guy? Is the young guy that's inexperienced going to be able to take him out? Or is it the old guy with the experience that's going to be able to take him out? Because that's the poison they're giving us.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. But ultimately, if you're Dillian White, right, and you're trying to close out the year, well, no, you know what? That's still an excuse. Because I keep forgetting about Michael Hunter. You know, that's a good fight. I like that fight.
What about this way? Devil's advocate. I mean, what's Dillian White's resume, right? Like, my man's been in a tough resume last 3 fights, let's say. Right? Last 3 was, what? Maurice Vac and then 2 Povetkins?
Yeah, well, yeah, 2 Povetkins for sure.
Yeah,
Maurice Vac, yeah, sure.
Maurice Vac and 2 Povetkins. And before that, Oscar Rivas. Or before that, Derek Chisora. Before that, Joseph Parker. Before that, Lucas Brown. Before that, Robert Helenius. So, you know, you can
that's a pretty good.
You could start there and say
resume.
that from Robert Helenius, he didn't get a tune-up till Maurice Vac. You know what I mean? And then he got in 2 tough fights with Povetkin. So he's taking the Jermaine Franklin as a tune-up. That's why he's picking him off at 2 years out of the fight game. But, you know, again, I don't know I don't know who's gonna respect that. You know, who's gonna be like, oh yeah, he deserves a soft fight. So take the dude that's been out the ring 2 years. I get it. He's been through the ringer, but he should have picked like one of his own then. You know what I mean? Because this is like, it's unfair to us as Americans. Like, how do I get behind Jermaine Franklin knowing that he doesn't really have a shot because he's been out of the ring 2 years and hasn't been on this level? You understand? So it's unfair to me. Like, now I don't want to root for my fellow American. You understand?
Yeah, I get that. I think that...
Because, you know, the rhetoric is going to be this, man. I'll paint the picture even more vivid for you. The rhetoric is going to be, oh, he beat another American. He came to America, beat Markham Tan. Now he beat Jermaine Franklin, an undefeated heavyweight. American
running through the
heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder won't fight him, so he already fought 2 American heavyweights waiting on Wilder. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Narratives could be. You're a writer, bro. You know you can write a narrative however you want.
So is it my fault then that in my head I just like let it slide? It's like I didn't expect a big fight out of Dillian White for the rest of the year, so like I'm kind of accepting anything, you know. And it's not right. You're right, because Jermaine Franklin is not the best fight to make, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Dillian White's he's been through it. Like, he's got a really good resume. He's, you know, built everything up. I mean, just like you said, you know, he ran through the ringer twice. Part of that's his fault with Povetkin, but at the end of the day, he made up for what he did. A soft touch isn't a bad thing, you know, or it doesn't have to be a bad thing. But in this situation, yeah, I guess it is a little tough to really give, you know, logical reasoning as to why it's Jermaine Franklin. But still, I didn't expect anything great, so I feel like that card's probably going to be pretty good. You know, he's been stacking those Dillian White cards that we get on Dazn pretty well. They've been fun. So I expect to watch it no matter what. I'll just be honest.
Word. I mean, look, I'm going to watch it, but I just know what it is, man. I know how people treat boxers, you know, and will Dillian White get the credit he deserves, or will he get the criticism and it's just because he's picking a dude that's 2 years removed from the sport, you know?
No, I hear you. I think, you know, like the producer just reminded us that, you know, Michael Hunter might even have his own like Triller deal and stuff. It might not even be a situation where he'd be able to fight on his card on DAZN right now. I mean, he left that situation.
He does have a 4-fight deal with Triller, but we've seen Austin Trout be in a deal with Impact where his executive said if the fight came, they wouldn't hold him. Like, that's how they structured the deal. And for Hunter, knowing that there's no one over there on Triller, like, he's the only heavyweight over there. So, like, they have to have had some sort of conversation about opponents and the possibility of opponents. Like, I'm not just going to sign a 3-fight deal without a plan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, you're giving me money for 3 fights, but who we fighting?
Yeah, but at the same time, if I come up to you and you're Michael Hunter, you know, does it matter who you're fighting as opposed to the plan I have for your fights? It's like, yo, listen, Mike, the way they did you was wrong. They did you dirty. You know, you were a stellar amateur, you know, on the Olympic team. Like, you should have been a prize fighter that we put out, you know, and give the whole, you know, big Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali type of American welcome. And we didn't do that. But now here at Triller, we want to do that. We want 4 fights, you know, 2 soft touches, and then we're going to go after, you know, a decent name until we get to Joshua, Wilder, Fury, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not a fight-by-fight thing. So, yeah, maybe right now they couldn't compete with the Dillian White fight in terms of namesake. But for an overall promotional strategic push in a form of fight promotion, you know, that's a different story. You could paint the narrative if you're Triller, and it's not like they don't have the money. In Austin Trout's case, that company or that network could not compete if another suitor came along with the bigger name and bigger money. Triller does have, you know, some deep pockets. The deepest pockets, no.
Remember, we're going too deep. You know, the producer is from the United Kingdom, so his help is gonna favor the United Kingdom. What he forgot, since he's, you know, fact-checking contracts, is that Dylan doesn't have a fucking contract with Matchroom. So if Dylan wants a Michael Hunter fight, he could fight on Triller. Simple as that. Open, shut, close, move on.
You're right, but I think if you're Dillian White, you want the AJ fight, and if you want that fight, you should fight in the same place where AJ's fighting. You know what I'm saying?
And you have been. It doesn't mean you can't go get the bag from Triller, because AJ's very busy.
Listen, 100%. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think it's as simple as like, oh, well, that door's got more money right now than this door. Okay, yeah, but that door's got 4 more doors, and behind that one leads to AJ, which is the biggest and richest prize you could get on that side.
I'm just saying, neither fight is making AJ turn his head. If he fought Michael Hunter, AJ might at least look over his shoulder, but fighting Jermaine Franklin, it's not, AJ's not running to give him the fight any quicker is all I'm saying, and I want to be clear. Like, it don't matter that he's fighting Jermaine Franklin. Like, it's if you fight Jermaine Franklin, it's gonna be perceived as a tune-up, and that's okay. That's okay because you've had a very tough schedule. I respect your heavyweight resume. I'm not here to bash him. I'm just saying, as a American fight fan, I'm in an unfair predicament because I don't want to root for my fellow American because I don't believe he can win in the circumstances under which he's taking this fight. It's just that simple.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do.
But
they could load the card though too. I still think that it could be a good night of boxing because they put together
Manchester Marriotta's finest.
I'm just saying, like they had women's world title fight last time that ended up being like a fight of the year candidate. Whatevs.
Have you seen this back and forth with Devin Haney?
I did.
He's like, yo, I mean, Ryan is saying something. Then you got Haney saying something here. So
yeah, I pulled it up.
I got Devin Haney saying, I can't punch, but you're in no rush to fight me. And Ryan's like, shut your mouth, accusing me of cheating. I get it. You can't punch even with 8-ounce gloves, but don't be accusing me of such a serious accusation. And it's like, you know, that comes from, let me see. Where's that? Once you put, I hate
see the
my
accusation
messages.
thing.
Oh, here it goes. Here goes the message.
Oh, here it is.
So he's like, Eddie, because that comes off of Devin saying Eddie Reynoso whole camp on that shit.
Bro, why don't you just read it from the? You want me to read it from the beginning?
Yeah, I was just screen sharing it, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna read it from the beginning because you went to the second page. So all this started when Gervonta Davis said, "LOL." So we using stimulants to enhance our performance now? What the hell? Yes. Where the fuck have you been? The whole sports dirty.
Not
Devin
him
Haney
though.
said, huh?
Not him. He's saying it like that. Like he ain't.
I mean, yeah, but the way he said like now, no, it's been going on rampantly since like the 90s at least. So Devin Haney comes back and says Eddie Reynoso hold camp on that shit with the needle emoji, and then Eddie Reynoso chimes in, says no haters, no life. He said no haters, no life, pinche cabrón.
No, he ain't say pinche cabrón. He said culón, right?
Oh, yeah, he said pinche culón. You're right. He said pinche culón.
Yo,
and then
I need a real Mexican to translate. Isn't culón like a dude that likes getting his fucking derriere played with and shit?
I thought it was like somebody with like a nasty ass.
Oh man, you're such.
That's what I thought it was.
Mario is the fakest of all fakest Mexicans. I swear.
Bruh, you out here calling people.
My man said a dude with an ugly ass. He literally said, "Yo, this dude." No. Let me repeat what you said.
No. Stop. I want to know what household you grow up in where they're giving you the phonetics and different definitions of bad words in Spanish. Like, we didn't grow up like that. My grandma used it, and whatever context she used it, I extrapolated it and then used it for my vocabulary growing up. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not over here like breaking down the words and shit. I'm just saying.
No, I hear you. I just need a Mexican to tell me what culón is, man.
Go ahead, yo.
They say calling him a pussy.
I'm gonna find you one.
Nah, they say they call him a pussy. That's it. Culón means bitch. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Damn, it means
we got it.
According to these guys, it means a bunch of different words. Now that they're just sending all
curse
curse words.
Like you a dirty ass bitch type of thing. Damn, I need to stop saying that. Whoa. My bad. I forget it ain't untitled.
It ain't.
Yo, real quick. And so Ryan Garcia says, shut your mouth accusing me of cheating. I get if you can't punch even with 8-ounce gloves, but don't be accusing me of such a serious accusation. To which Devin responded, I can't punch, but you're in no rush to fight me. Ryan Garcia then said, then you're telling me you can't sell and people wanted their money back after falling asleep, shaking my head emoji. He said, if that's your story, duck. And then Ryan said, I know Eddie Hearn kicking himself with all the money he's losing investing in Devin and overpaying someone who don't bring in no subscriptions for DAZN. Damn, dog. He went for the throat.
Sound like he don't want to fight.
Like that.
Sound like he don't want to fight.
Yeah, but
sound like he don't want to fight. Listen to me.
No, it does sound like he doesn't want to fight.
Exactly. It sound like he don't want to fight.
It sound like he don't want to fight.
He on that Earl shit, 80-20.
Nah, he on that little brother shit. Yo, listen, that's how little brothers be arguing, right? It would be like something like, oh man, your hair's ugly today, like, and then he'll be like, man, your shirt's fucked up. And be like, man, look at your shoes. And he'd be like, yeah, but you were adopted. And it's like, whoa, why you gotta take it so far? Like, that's what Ryan did. He just took it way too far. Like,
how is saying that you're not a draw getting real with it? That's just his bum ass opinion. Listen,
real with it. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean he was being real like that was factual. I meant like he was trying to hurt feelings.
First of all,
that like a little girl.
That ain't factual to me when you got Eddie Hearn. Not factual. You got Eddie Hearn out here systematically trying to make things happen for Devin, saying that he didn't sign him because people ducking Devin. Like, if Eddie's losing money, well then damn. If I'm Devin and Bill, keep losing money on me because you promoting me and you paying me.
If he was losing money, he would have just let him go.
No,
like that was it. Sight unseen.
Well, if he would have been losing money, he would have said the same thing Bob said, which he's not. That's the difference. He's trying to make a big fight for Devin, and Ryan is trying to avoid the big fight with Devin. Ooh. Ryan is the one talking about ticket sales and all this shit. Bro, what you worried about subscriptions for when you the one get paid guaranteed money on DAZN? You bringing up subscriptions because you afraid. You afraid. He got to prove that shit, man. He out here bullshitting. That's just the bottom line.
He is bullshitting. Like, he don't have to prove it to me because I know he lying. Bro, I know he doesn't know. He's just trying to hurt feelings. Like, that's the way it is.
How many big fights has Ryan been talked about? Pacquiao, Gervonta, Javier, Devin, and did he ever? I think it was a Linares once upon a time, right?
Oh hell yeah, there was a Linares. Hell yeah. My bad. I should have brought that out. I thought you already said that.
Linares. Who else? He got out of the well, he ain't get out of that. He ain't get out of that. I fucked up. He ain't get out of that. But that Avery Sparrow fight fell apart. What else happened? Because he went to jail.
I don't know how deep that was. Rolly?
No. Remember Avery had a warrant. He had a warrant.
That's right. That fucked it up for him. Yo, you got a memory, dog. Sometimes.
Rolly wasn't.
What about the Rolly thing?
Nah,
that's a fight.
That wasn't negotiated though. They never had like a negotiation or nothing. Like, see, I say Devin because Devin was brought into the ring by DAZN, and Devin was and Ryan was the mandatory. Oh. Jojo.
I was literally this whole time trying to think about Jojo.
But think about that. How many names is that? You know what I'm saying? Like
5,
dude,
6.
Right now, if I wanted to, I could take a shot at a Border Wars fighter that's like that, but I won't do it. I'll let people just think about it. But it's like all those names and no fight. All those names you've been talked about to fight, and you ain't fight.
Okay.
So I don't see how he's trying to put the blame on Devin. You know, Devin.
Well, he's not trying to put the blame on Devin. He's trying to.
Yes, he is. He's saying because you don't sell tickets, because you don't bring in subscriptions, I don't understand how Eddie is still dealing with you.
Like, and that's so weird for someone at his age to give a fuck about that. Like, I get it. Like, it's like you're in the rap game, right? And all it is numbers. But you're in the boxing game at this age, like, it shouldn't even be about, like, that shouldn't even be a comeback for you. Like, that shouldn't be something you even think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess, like, if maybe somebody's big pay-per-view flop, but you're over here, like, counting subscriptions? Like, are you a YouTuber?
First of all,
are you taking super chats? Like,
but think about this. Think about this. So DAZN doesn't release their info to potential shareholders.
That's true.
And people, and they haven't even opened. It's not open, right? So you can't even buy stock yet, right? Because they're not open. They're still private.
Yeah, it's not a public traded company.
Exactly. So they're not showing those numbers, because if they were showing those numbers, They would be open and they would be publicly trading so that people could invest in the company. But Ryan Garcia, Mr. Mental Illness, wants me to believe that Dazn sat down with him and said, yo, you are so valuable to us that not only are we going to show you your numbers, but we're going to also tell you and show you Devon's and say you're doing better than him so that you can have the upper hand and say that he doesn't bring in numbers. Come on, man. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I mean, don't even have to go down like that. Like, there could be some version of this where, like, maybe he saw something, but it's not like he has all these analytics that.
What, he ran across an open door? And
Bro,
come on, man.
I have no idea. Maybe he, heard something, or I don't know. Like, I'm not even trying to make this true. I'm trying to say, like, at the very most, the biggest piece of information you can have is like something on, passing by. But ultimately, you would have no clue what the drawback and gains have been financially of Dazn and Eddie investing in Devin Haney. Like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a stupid thing to even kind of bring up. Like, to me, it's just like punk shit. Like, that's just like, damn, dog, you really sound like you don't want to fight nobody. Like, that's just how it comes off. And maybe because I'm from a different generation. I grew up in the, before the 24 era, 24/7, stuff. The whole, I grew up with Barrera and Morales and Pacquiao, Marquez, De La Hoya, Trinidad, like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Mayorga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see how fighters acted in my era, like, go take some clips of Mayorga. That's what they were doing. Now, but like, this shit don't vibe.
Let me twist it and fuck with your mind and the minds of the listeners.
Let's see. Take me down the rabbit hole.
What about the fact that he didn't protect Reynoso? Instead, he distanced himself. You ain't look at it like that, but why not come out and what? Why not come out and say, man, fuck out of here, dog? What you mean? The whole team. Nobody on my team is on that shit. He said, don't be accusing me of such a serious accusation. Like, don't put me in that shit. That's what that says. You're accusing me of a serious not you're accusing me and my team. You're accusing me of a serious accusation.
I just think it's implied, though. Like, Eddie Reynoso didn't come out and say, like, don't you disrespect me and my team. Like, he said it straight up. No haters, no life.
Yeah.
Like, kept it simple, kept rocking.
Exactly.
With Ryan, I don't think
Ryan took it personally, though. Why he take it personally instead of taking it as a team? He said Eddie Reynoso whole team. He said Eddie Reynoso whole team. So if you're gonna reply, why you not replying to the fact he talking about your coach? He said Eddie Reynoso whole team on that shit. Obviously, that implies Ryan because you're part of the team. But why you distancing yourself instead of? I'm just saying. I would be like, man, Mario ain't on shit. We ain't on shit. I'm not on shit.
Yeah, I get that. I do. I just feel like, first of all, here's the problem, right? And I'm not taking like a shot at you or nothing, but you don't watch other sports, right? So sometimes I feel like you miss the, like, what a franchise player is supposed to be, right? And just hearing that term, I'm sure you can already garner, like, oh, that's meant for somebody who runs the team, who leads the team. He's a team leader type of situation. And that's what Canelo's job should be. Like, if anybody's going to kick up dirt the team, it's got to be Canelo. Like, why isn't it Canelo? Let me tell you right now, if somebody was talking shit about Lakers and saying this and this, I promise you, I swear to God, LeBron James would be out there in a minute talking shit of whatever player was talking shit. Yo, that's what MVPs, that's what franchises do. Tom Brady. LeBron James.
Let me just say, I interpreted what you said like this.
Okay.
Ryan ain't the captain of the team, so he can't speak for the team.
Yo, why you say it like that? Like, it sounds stupid as fuck. You don't get that, though?
He's not. I'm just. Listen. There's no big I's and little U's, so. If ever you're put in a situation where you feel like you can answer something for TBV, you got that. You know what I'm saying? You know the answer. You go ahead and answer.
If they saying that the whole TBV commentating team does this shit, rocked out of their mind. You want me to come to the I can take the keys, right? And I can start talking shit to them.
Yeah, man.
All right, I got you. No, I'll hold us down, but I'm not Canelo either. Like, in the sense of, like, I don't know how that team works. All I know is that somebody went after the whole team and nobody said shit to the person that started that shit, which was Gervonta Davis.
All I'm saying is this. If somebody be like, yo, do me and TBV out there buying subs, I'm be like, man, get the freak out of here, man. We ain't buying subs. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I don't buy subs. You see how that sounds? If I don't come out and be like, what the fuck, man, we ain't buying no subs. Man, I don't know what you talking. I don't buy subs. Like, wait, so I'm implying that maybe they do? You see what I'm saying?
Though? What would you do? Listen to this. And I'm not going to throw no hate at nobody. What I'm saying is completely hypothetical. All right, this is going to sound like a shot, but I promise it's not. Let's say, like, Street Beefs was talking shit, right? And they were like, yo, man, Show Kid Pop Dirty for this. And again, I'm just using his name as an example. Like, Show Kid Pop Dirty for this. Man, that whole fucking Border Wars shit is all fucking drugged out users and they cheaters, blah, blah, blah. Like,
nah, I still would say the same thing. Are you gonna put
yourself? No. But wait, are you gonna put yourself on the line
for Show Kid? Yeah,
for Show Kid.
Show Kid fought for this country. Show Kid is the only fighter. Show Kid is the only fighter.
But what if he really did test positive though?
It wouldn't matter. Just like a lot of athletes that test positive, he could have been drinking like me, Jack 3D, like Brandon Reels.
If y'all ain't signing with Nessa, right?
I'm just saying, listen, you
fucking idiots.
You gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Secondly, Show Kid fought for this country. Thirdly, Show Kid, I don't know any other fighter that fought 3 Border Wars in a row. Like maybe there's other fighters that have 3 Border Wars on it, but not 3 in a row. Like,
I hear you. Listen, I'm not. First of all,
he showed his character, loyalty, and integrity when he was supposed to fight you. He could have pulled out right there. He was in Florida. He could have been like, fuck that, I ain't fighting this. No, he still fought. So that showed right there heart.
Okay, but he just built different. But you gotta understand, more so what I'm saying, because I agree with you. He's one of the last people on the planet I would think, would take anything or cheat or anything like that. But just in this metaphor, what I'm saying is, like, to have to stick your neck out for somebody that you don't know for sure. That's a tough thing to do. And at the end of the day, only somebody at the top of the food chain could do that. And so, to me, that's Canelo.
But that's exactly what's happening. Oscar Valdez tested positive, and it went from, he tested positive for this, to, no, he drank tea. It was something in his tea. Why? Because they got to save the card. Like, as a promoter, I'm not supposed to bash Show Kid, even if he did test positive. So I mean, I just wouldn't do that. It just wouldn't. I wouldn't allow Street Beefs to have me create a dude that could be out there now saying, "Oh, look, soon as shit hit the fan, Ness threw me under the bus."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. See, but that's what I'm saying. It's like Ryan should just not said anything unless his name specifically was called out. But he came up and he tried to step up to the plate. And I think that we saw...
Because he felt guilty because they were spreading that picture like Ryan in 2018, Ryan in 2019. You ain't see that picture?
Yeah, I saw it, but they do that. They've done that shit before.
That's saying.
I mean, how many... Dude, I promise you can go and see how many YouTube videos had that. Actually, by the way, I had a rumor, but I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, so the thing is that to me, I feel like he stepped up kind of out of place. And instead of throwing like a blanket statement over it, you're right. He just defended himself. And all I'm saying is, like, in that situation, if I'm not the top of the food chain and I don't have the ability to kind of cap or cape for my entire team, then I'm at least clearing my name. But I don't know if I want to go out on the limb for dudes that I don't kick it with all the time. Like, I don't know what you're taking. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I do know that this sport's dirty as fuck.
And that's why he separated himself from Oscar Valdez that lives all the way in Mexico.
But is that wrong, though, you think?
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah, I
your
think
team.
so, too.
That's your team. If my man,
yeah.
Listen, first of all, Devin ain't saying Oscar Valdez thirsted. He said, all y'all. So he's supposed to say, no, we not. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
he said, y'all are a bunch of drug cheats. Nope, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
You telling on everybody.
No, I'm not. And don't you accuse me of something so serious. It's like,
with the me's all hype.
Okay. I see what you're
Capitalized
doing.
me's and shit. You're crazy, bro. Like, yeah, no, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That was a weird situation.
Word.
It felt like, oh man, you know what? I'll be honest. It just feels like at this point, a fight has to happen with Ryan and Devin Haney, no matter how bad. Ryan doesn't seem to want that right now. Like, I feel like that's the only way any of this really gets settled. And it's not even gonna get settled, but it's like at least we can have this X factor.
It's just sad,
People
man.
talk about Jake Paul not testing and certain people avoiding drug testing or having their samples thrown out over the years. Like, that's a big story right now. Damn, who at Boxing Scene? Somebody at Boxing Scene just put it was Jake, put together a comprehensive article of this stuff. And so it's a big thing. It's important.
I was going to say something, lost my train of thought. We're going to go to Noel G in Dallas, who says, will people really travel to Vegas for Porter Bud? Ness, thank you for saying, tell your friends Bud finally fighting an elite fighter. I would travel.
Would you travel as a fan, or would you only travel as a journalist?
I would travel, and I'll say this. If more people wanted November 20th, I think that date is as great as November 6th. Yes, Canelo is bigger than Crawford and Bud. Yes, Canelo's fight is more significant, but that is right away. It's like 5 weeks away. It's 5 weeks away, something like that. Like, Canelo Plant is happening. That might not be enough time for people to get ready to travel, for one. And, if we did something around it, like an appreciation night that we haven't done in 4 years, maybe the 20th is, we need that extra 2 weeks to get ready. Who knows, right? I don't know. Lot to think about. Either fight is a good fight. Either fight is a good fight.
They're both great fights. I just feel like I would enjoy watching
Canelo
Porter
Plant?
Crawford with the community more.
Wow.
That's not to
Canelo
say
Plant?
I wouldn't. No. I know I'd love to watch Canelo, but at the end of the day, I just feel like that Porter Crawford card offers our community something very specific that has represented our nature, has represented our, really encompassing the entire last 2.5, 3 years, and it's not to say that Canelo or AJ or Wilder or Fury or Tank or Ryan or Devin haven't been major part of that, but it's like, it feels like we've been watching a movie and that would be like the end of the movie. I'm not saying it's the end of their careers. I'm just saying, like, that would be a good place to end a movie. Like a Rocky 1 ends right there, where it's like, man, who's this guy gonna fight? He's never gonna fight anybody. And then it's like, boom, he fought this dude. So I don't know. I think we'd have more fun watching it together.
It would definitely be one of those, I told you, motherfucker. Oh,
word.
Every punch gonna be like, oh shit, there you go. And like, so I get what you're saying, but for me, I'm invested. See, and that's what I told Rob the other day about that pay-per-view with Jake Paul. I'm invested in certain fighters. Like, I've been watching Caleb Plant since the beginning. It's like I told you, I seen the video with him fighting somebody in the projects. Like, I seen the videos with him going at the Benavidez brothers in their own gym. I've seen all his fights, He's come to my appreciation night in Las Vegas with Jordan Plant before they was even married. I've seen his evolution. How am I not invested? Of course I'm fucking invested. It makes no sense. You guys are, the weirdos that think anything other than that is of course I'm invested. Of course I want to see him in his biggest fight. Like, of course. Like, none of this, anything other than that doesn't make sense. I really don't get these dudes. So that being said, that fight is equally as big for me, if not bigger. For one, it's Canelo. I mean, obviously it would probably be easier to get sponsorships to do an appreciation night around a Canelo fight than versus
probably.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is what it is.
At the end of the day, your advertisers are giving you advertising dollars for viewership, and you're gonna get more eyeballs doing Canelo Plant undisputed fight talking than you're gonna do for Bud and Crawford one belt. Finally, you fighting. Let's go.
Nah, I hear you. You're right, but I'll say this though. If we're gonna watch that fight, Shotgun not sitting next to Ness, because you have fucked my arm up like 4 times in the span of 2 months. Yo, Ness just rears back and he creates all this torque sitting down. I swear to God, let me tell you, if they had a wheelchair or like sitting down boxing, yo, you could fuck someone up. You could be the champion, dog. I've never met anybody that hits as hard as you sitting down. Yeah, man, my shoulder was bruised for like days. Yo, he fucking hit the shit out of me when Dakari got that knockout, like hard, and I didn't even notice it at the time. And then as the night's going on, I'm like, damn, why's my shoulder hurt? And it would hit me. I'm like, damn, that dude hit me hard as hell. But yeah, I think you're right. It would be one of those like, oh shit, like reacting to every single punch, and I think it would be a good fight too. Like, I'm not super convinced that Caleb Plant Canelo is a better fight than it doesn't end up being a better fight than Crawford Porter. I just feel like they're both high caliber fights, and I feel like Porter Crawford is a great style matchup. But we'll see.
Yeah, man. I like the fight, man. I like the fight. We got Steve Munoz, who says, I'd rather see Areola versus White than Franklin. Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
I mean, bro, it's 1 year less, and he's coming off of a great fight where he dropped Andy.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing there for Jermaine. Like, Jermaine is coming off Pavel sour. Like, I'm sour that you fought sour.
Yeah, you always do that shit with me.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I want to root for my fellow. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm rooting for Plant. Canelo is number 1, but I'm rooting for Plant because at least I know he's on that level. People see it, but he's doing better than Jermaine Franklin. Just compare the two. Okay, one obviously hasn't even become champion yet. It ends right there. And one obviously went the mandatory route and fought and beat a champion.
Wait, but you talking about the difference between Franklin and Plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, champ, but that's a winning argument. Like, who in their right mind is going to be sitting here? Well, hold on. Let me make the case for Franklin, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, all I'm saying is the reason I can root for Plant. You know what I mean? I can't root for.
I hear you.
At least I know Plant working, and he's active. And he's been looking good. Where fucking, my man Franklin, he ain't been doing nothing. He ain't been doing nothing.
but then let me ask you this, okay? I want you to get outside the Nestor Gibbs hardcore mind frame for a second and just put yourself in the casual. Doesn't 20-0, regardless of when he fought last time, because the casual fan wouldn't even know or give a fuck, look better and therefore maybe bring in? So it could be the smarter choice overall than an Areola, or is the Mexican fan still better?
As a promoter, yeah, it's a good choice to give him in a 20-0 dude to fluff his record. Yeah, it's a good choice.
Well, he has beaten Jerry Forrest, Rydell Booker. I mean, those aren't big wins. I mean,
but that's what I'm
even
saying.
Ed Fountain's like a decent win.
Have you watched those fights, though? The Jerry Forrest fight
I have never watched the Rydell Booker fight.
The Jerry Forrest fight was not good. And the Pavel
No, it was
Sauer,
a split decision win.
The Pavel Sauer fight was not good. People thought he lost the Jerry Forrest fight. It's controversial.
That's what I've heard.
It's talked about. And now that gets strengthened by Jerry beating Polite.
Yeah, I thought Jerry won that fight. I did. But at the same time, like, a win is a win is a win. And my man got 20 of them with no losses.
And 24 months off.
Nah, I get you, but I think, listen, casual fans don't get hard-ons for anything more than knockouts, but the next thing is undefeated records. That drives them like super horny. Like they get super excited about a undefeated record. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So,
I hear you. And that's why it makes me more upset, because he will be fooling the U.S. public. The U.S. public would be thinking, oh, this American's about to fight this Brit, and he's undefeated. And then, boop, he gets beat up. And they're like, damn, this Brit is... And it's like, nah, man, this was all set up. Like, this dude was not working. He was not...
Yeah.
He didn't get he's not active. Like, it's not the fight that I want to represent our country is all I'm saying. That's nothing against Dillian Whyte or Jermaine Franklin. It's just that if it's gonna be a US UK fight, come on, man, at least give us Dominic Brazil.
I don't think they're billing it that way, though.
Bro, it is that way. It is that way, man. And at least Dominic Brazil just opened up a gym. He probably needs some, he just made a big ass gym. His shit look like Virgil's. He might need some bread, you know what I'm saying? And a fight is money. Let's go. And
you're right.
He's a fighter. You gotta knock him out. You gotta knock him out. He ain't the best, but he'll talk up a fight. He'll build up that fight in the press conference, and he's gonna come to fight. He lasted 7 rounds with your mans in them, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, no, I know.
But let me get to the super chat here. My bad, go ahead. I don't want you to lose your thought.
No, I was just gonna say, I think that at the end of the day, I expected something along this line, and I am a Dillian Whyte guy in the sense that I think, he is better than most people give him credit for. Will he beat a Fury, a Wilder, AJ? I don't know. But ultimately, this is the kind of fight that keeps him in that contention if he goes out there and do it. Like, he's still got to go out there and knock someone out. He's still got to go out there and be that guy. So, we'll see. Franklin's surprising.
They're saying Dillian Whyte gonna take the Freezy McBones fight. It ain't easy being Freezy.
Yeah, no, they're playing.
You think he'll take that fight?
Nah, he ain't.
I want to know who's gonna give Freezy a shot. Does he even have pro fights? Is he like really a pro? I got Los Niblias. No, Niblia. I don't know. We need Doomy for that.
Yo, you know what? We need a real Dominican here. Let me go find one.
First of all, that's not even like...
That's how you said it.
He's not even Dominican. Like, this is not from the Caribbean.
Bro, we need to do our Untitled today. I watched almost 2 hours of this dude just going around all the fucking... Oh, my bad, damn. All the, like, rawest hoods in Dominican, in the DR. He went to San Rosa. It's like this big lake that surrounds it, and they said it's by murders and robberies, it's the most dangerous neighborhood in DR, and it's also one of the most dangerous neighborhoods just in the country. In the world. And yeah, it was crazy. Like everything you told me about dudes like that try to get there and like try to like tourist trap type stuff, like they scam you like for everything. Like it was like everybody's like, hey, you need a ride? Hey, you need your bags out? Oh, let me get your thing. Yo, you need to find somewhere to eat? Let me find you. Come on, I'm gonna take you to eat. And it's like, damn, dog, leave him alone, bro. Like,
but that's the thing. All those dudes aren't trying to rob you. Everybody that's trying to be serviceful, a lot of them are just trying to be serviceful because your tip. It's sometimes it could be half their rent.
But they're aggressive about it though. No, that's the only thing is they'll keep following you. They followed this dude he said 4 blocks, but I don't know. It's not like he had a counter on the screen.
Everywhere is different, and your demeanor is your demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting followed. You understand? I'm not getting followed, but I did get followed. You understand? I didn't get followed from an airport. But I remember me and my girl, she's in the next room. I would have to ask, but we was going somewhere, and I made the wrong
off resort.
Oh yeah, I stay off resort, crazy, and I made the wrong turn though, and little motorcycle dude was following the shit out of me. And when I hell yeah, bro, listen, it's a third world country. Like, Americans need to wake the fuck up. Tourists are silly as hell. You go into a third world country, you come in with your Louis Vuittons and all this shit. Like, $1 American is like 55 to 58 of theirs. You kidding me? Hell yeah, you got to be out there with your eyes wide open.
Crazy.
You understand?
That's
There's poverty
crazy.
out
Yo,
there to the 10th power.
He took us to Punta Cana. Punta Cana. And, yo,
but you see, that's tourist spots.
Yeah, yes, but listen, he was taking them, and the restaurant that was there was saying, no, you can only get there through boat. We're going to charge you, which would have been $60 American or Euro. And it was like 3,000 or 60,000 or whatever Dominican. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he turns to the camera. He's like, they told me to watch out for this and to try to get a better price. And just as he's saying that, this local comes up to him. He goes, you know, you could ride your bike over there, right? And sure enough, it was like you could ride your bike to that beach, and they was just hustling people out of boat rides and shit for $60. He was like, yo, that's an expensive ass boat ride. But that's how they get people all the time in those places. But anyway, I just thought of that because you always have been telling us, and you know, anytime we talk
really
about
that cheap, man. I mean, 60 ain't really that bad. See, again, you know, you gotta, do you want to motherfucking ride a bike however many miles to this little restaurant and get there sweaty, you and your girl? And
That's
then what?
true.
Then what? Then you're going to go in the bathroom and pat dry with paper towel?
That's true.
Or do you want to fucking get a private boat for you and your girl on vacation and be a fucking romantic? Hug her while you look
That's
at the
true.
beautiful
He was by
ocean.
himself.
Look at the beautiful
Yeah.
Caribbean Ocean as you get
No,
driven
you're
to
right.
this boat and
I
give your
didn't think of it
girl
like
an
that.
experience. You understand? Listen.
That's a good point.
But you do have to watch out. There's no doubt. But listen, anybody in my community that needs to go to DR, holla at me. I got a guy for you. Just like I got a guy in Jamaica that I recommend, that was recommended to me through one of my listeners. Shout out to Andre Dakota, the teacher in New Jersey. And his guy's been stand up, and I recommend him all the time. John is a G.
But is your guy like is he like a call, like you call him whatever you need, or is he like a liaison type of dude?
First of all, my guy doesn't live off of being a tourist guide.
Sure.
My guy is legit a friend of Javier Fortuna. He just happens to have a rental car. And obviously he's from over here, so he's deported over there. So he knows how to maneuver. Once a hustler, always a hustler, man. Once a hustler, always a hustler.
It's confusing over there, man. It seems like it in terms of like the streets.
Yo, it's not. Whenever you ready, I keep telling y'all. Whenever you ready, let's go. Y'all need. I'm telling y'all. Listen,
we doing it.
Once you go to DR, all you got to do is Google all you got to do is Google buying property in DR. Look how many Americans buy property in DR. Like, most of the time, once you go to DR, you don't vacation anywhere else. It just don't make sense. It's so beautiful, or just as beautiful as everywhere else, and then it's cheaper. It's like, you know, Mexico ain't even that cheap, even though Mexico is cheap. Mexico is
he was tripping off their beer, the El Presidente, I think it is.
Yeah.
Is their local beer?
Yeah.
It was like, he was a South African dude.
But see,
like,
this is
the
how
best
long
beer you ever had. I'm like, damn, and it looked good as hell.
This is how long I haven't been there that I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the right price. I need my dude, because last time I've been, again, since COVID hit, I haven't been able to go back. So I mean, a Presidente could have been anywhere.
When's the last time you've been there?
I mean, like a year or two ago. I was, you know, I always go. Every year I'll go on my birthday or twice a year, but the COVID.
You got family there still?
That I don't visit?
Yeah. You're terrible, dog.
I don't listen.
Terrible.
This is the thing, man. I live a certain lifestyle, and honestly, this is my first home with Central Air, but I ain't going to vacation and not gonna be under Central Air and running water. Again, this is a third world country. So you can absolutely end up in a cheap hotel where the lights go out or the water pressure isn't what you're used to. You know, why put yourself through that? You're on vacation.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, it's so cheap. Like, why haven't like there should be like some like resort promotion that happens at some point. You know what I mean? Like taking like a not a big fight, but like a fight that could do well over there. Like if there are people, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's not that expensive, like you go to $900 was the cheapest ticket for Caleb Plant and Canelo right now, at least according to Rob.
But that's the thing. You would lose your gate by going to DR. All you're doing is giving us a favor. You're doing.
Got you.
You're
right.
You're giving the guy like me his dream. Like, oh my God, I'm a boxing fan.
But you give up the gate 100%. You're right.
1,000,000%. There's no way you can get a Dominican to pay for
that. Yeah.
For a $50 ticket. Like, imagine $50. Just you do the math. 50 times 50, bro. There's no way they can get that.
$50 million. Not playing.
There's no way they can. There's no way they can bring that to the gate. And then that's saying that you're capping all your tickets at $50 as well.
That's true. That's true. I've been on a fight. I've been on a fight at the beach before.
And don't get
like
me
a boxing
wrong.
promotion.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to hear. I don't want you to get the wrong impression either. This just became like traveling with Ness, but. Do not think that there isn't people over there that can pay $900. Oh, you're gonna see more Range Rovers than you've ever seen in your own city or state. I promise you'll see more luxurious cars in DR than you've seen in your own city or state. This is guaranteed, especially in
like
yours.
Classic Chevys, just riding
especially
around.
where you're from, Corpus. I mean, I know you guys see hella pickups. You ain't gonna see that over there. You're gonna see more like luxury. Like there's very rich people over there, you know?
He was in this hood. It was crazy, and it was like, you know, it was very poor. You know, it was very, very poor, and you could see it immediately. The infrastructure there was just terrible. But then he got to this neighborhood that people kept saying was like, "Oh man, be careful there. Don't be by yourself." And it was just Lexus, BMW, Mercedes, and he was like, "We're starting to see nothing but good cars, nice cars, luxurious cars." That probably means something. It's like, yeah, it definitely does. You better get the fuck out there.
Yeah, so he was just documenting, huh?
Yeah, he's a traveler. Man, I forgot his name, but I started following him. He took this trip to North Korea. He took this trip to, I forgot where, but he just goes around. I'm like, damn, that would be dope, right? Like,
so what, to just go around?
Yeah, but have like a podcast, YouTube channel where you're just documenting all that shit.
See, that's the
you know
thing,
what I'm
man. Those vlogger traveler channels, they sell a dream, bro, because that is the life. Who wouldn't want to go to amazing hotels around the world
For sure.
and just record it, plus get paid for it, get sponsored, like anybody.
But you think the overhead's more than it's worth? Like, because they do good numbers, let's be real.
No, their numbers
but,
are serious.
man, how much money they got to put into that lifestyle. Like, for content, you just went live, how much did it cost you, right? For them to put up a vlog, I mean, it's thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but it's also amazing experience, and you get to plan
fuck yeah.
You plan each one, and it's an amazing experience. And if you're good enough at what you do, you know, a lot of that stuff is comped in some way or another.
Yo, somebody need to start, and I was actually thinking about doing it, but I don't know. But somebody should start like a.
I got a counterpunch. My bad, Stainless.
Go ahead.
What up, champ?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all brothers so far off boxing right now. I just thought I'd bring y'all back because y'all is something.
Mario sucked me down the DR hole.
It's all good. Manchester Mario talking about he'd rather see Dillian White than Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin need that fight with Areola more than Dillian White do. And it's probably a more competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Franklin, it's a chance for him to have a step-up fight as far as I'm concerned. And that's stop giving Jerry Force credit for beating Mike Polite Coffee. I'm sorry, he came on the show and talked all that crap about how he's going to do this and do that and had that done to him, so he ain't getting no credit till he do something like that. That was
I mean, you know, that's what happens in boxing, you know.
No, but he ain't did nothing yet. That was Johnny Rice who beat Mike Polite Coffee.
All right.
Not
Johnny
doing it.
Johnny Rice is not a bad fighter, as you can see from his fight with Jermaine Franklin, who's undefeated by
But you keep saying Jerry Forrest.
Yeah, Jerry Forrest, in other people's eyes, probably beat Jermaine Franklin.
Jermaine Franklin. But he didn't beat Mike Polite Coffee. That was Johnny Rice.
No. Listen, cut it. Your time is up. So what I'm saying is, Jermaine Franklin beat Jerry Forrest, but it is debatable that people think he lost to Forrest, who beat Mike Polite. That's all I'm saying. And I don't feel the way that you feel. I feel that Polite did enough to be in the position he was in. And, his issue was taking the fight on short notice. Not everybody can adjust on 2 weeks. Look, Polite loses to Jerry and everyone laughs because he took a fight on 1 week, 2 week notice because Gerald Washington caught COVID. Pacquiao did the same thing and also lost. But because he's a legend, we're going to just be like, oh, all right. But that's just what happened. You asking a dude that's been training 8 weeks for somebody to just change and pivot. Not everybody can do that. And Pacquiao showed not everybody can do that. Very simple.
Very. There's a super chat, but I don't know if there was any before this one. I'm trying to check.
Yeah, I got you.
You got it?
We got to go to this one. I've been posting it, but never talking about it. And it's Los Nebula says, I like Haney, but he's overrated. Ennis and Virgil will both beat him in the future. Love the show. 3 flexing emojis. I mean, the issue with that is, why are you putting a 135-pounder in talks with 2 welterweights?
I don't even think that's the real situation here. I think that anything that you could argue about Ennis at this point could be argued about Haney, but more so. Like, where's your confidence in Ennis and your lack of in Haney? Because the arguments are pretty much the same in terms of what they've accomplished. Like, I don't know. And Ennis hasn't even accomplished as much. So it's like, I don't know. I don't agree, but I respect the opinion. Next one coming in. Go ahead.
No. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, for me, Haney's nowhere near the, in talks with Virgil or Ennis. And to say in the future, we don't know what the future is gonna do. Like, what's gonna come of Virgil or Ennis? Where would they be at? I don't know. It's just, so much unfinished business, like Border was.
Yep. They both have stacked comp. We got Ken Stone with the next super chat. 5 Dizzy. That says, it's crazy to think the HBO's old roster spread across Dazn, Triller, and ESPN. We need less networks, not more. Too many roadblocks.
Yeah, man.
HBO's old roster spread across Dazn, Triller, ESPN. I mean, really, HBO's old roster is spread across BBC because that used to be Golden Boy, and almost every single one of those guys.
I thought he meant like commentators.
Oh, but that's still not true with DAZN.
Okay.
Yeah, who does DAZN have from that? I thought he was talking about like actual fighters because they got Triple G, they got Choco, they got Canelo, they got Bud, they got Loma, they got. Oh, that's about it that I can think of right off the top. But yeah, they got them, and that was HBO's old roster, if you want to put it that way. Yeah. But anyway, thank you, Ken Stone. We got the next one coming in from, if I can scroll down fast enough before Ness beats me, JB Cinema says, I was ready to buy tickets for Canelo Plant, but damn, cheapest is $600. I'm buying a projector, a big screen for the backyard instead. Yo, you the champ, and that's smart thinking.
100.
Yo, I heard it was. Rob was saying it was like 9.
Wow,
that's crazy, dog. Like, man, you really trying to keep
I remember that like Miguel Cotto Margarito was like cheapest 500. Yo, it's when it's a big fight, that's why they make those crazy ass gates, man. Damn. 600, bro. It sucks, man. We put in so much work. We keep this sport alive. Bill Haney says that all the time. Boxing lives and dies right here on YouTube, and then we're not even invited to the fight, man.
I know. That's messed up, dog.
$600. I can't afford $600 tickets. I've never bought a $600 ticket.
I've had $600 tickets, but I didn't buy them.
I refuse to buy a $600. Yeah, I've been ringside. I ain't buying. I'm not paying $600 for no ticket nowhere. I've never bought a $600 flight. I get mad at Mario every time his flights are over $600. That shit don't make no sense.
That makes me drive 8 hours cheaper. No,
bruh, $600. You better be flying me to Hawaii or to like fucking Australia. I'm not paying $600.
It better come with a steak. I better get 5 drink comps. Like that is like okay, I'm buying a ticket or I'm buying a table. Like, do I invite 3 other friends with that price? Because crazy, you're tripping. Man. Listen, Bud Light took my dad out to the Cotto Pacquiao fight in Vegas when I was like 21, 22, however old I was back then. And he got 3 tickets, right, for me and my brother and him. And they gave us the comp tickets. Bud Light took us out. You know, they had a suite for us. It was fucking awesome. Yo, the top of that ticket said $750. I was like, whoa. That's a $750 ticket. But right then and there, I said to myself, listen, these seats are good, but they're not worth that $750. I could get cheaper and see it just as well.
Oh, shit. Now I get what Stanley was saying. I'm confusing Jerry Forrest with Jonathan Rice. But still. And I was dead ass serious.
We were standing on that guard. I was like, you know what? Salute to you, champ.
Yo, but
you
look.
Stay on that.
But you know why? You know why? Because Jerry Forrest had that amazing performance with Zilly Zhang.
And yeah.
So just like Jonathan Rice had his amazing performance, these are 2 dudes on that same level. They not considered the creme de la creme. And they both just upset 2 dudes. Obviously, Forrest didn't get the right decision. So I apologize. Stainless, my bad.
Good apology. Yo, African G with the next super chat.
None of the young guys know what I was just singing right there. All you young, that shit went right over your head, man. Fucking.
Apologize. No, that's not even a song. You're tripping.
It is a
song. Do it one more time.
Oh man, no.
No, that's not a song. It's like a Backstreet Boys song or something. If that's the case, because I'm telling you right now, that ain't no R&B song.
Definitely an R&B.
Nah,
I bet you. You know who's gonna get it? Canopy gonna get it. I think.
Let's see, Canopy. Tell us if you can. If you are the Shazam of the chat, let's see if you can guess Ness's track. African G says.
Next line is to show you what's inside.
Show you what's inside. That sounds familiar, but I don't think it is.
His melody is all off.
Okay, but that's that song I'm thinking is coming from you. So you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of led me there, champ. African G with the $4.99 super chat says,
Oh shit! He said close. Was it really? It better not be. Is that really Backstreet Boys? You fucking lying, man. Don't be telling me I know a Backstreet Boys song.
It was. I told you that shit sounded like some Backstreet Boys shit, bro. You be listening to Aaron Carter too much.
Yo, Stainless, you lying. That ain't true. Stainless said close. Backstreet, when I see you smile again. No. Blackstreet. Blackstreet. I knew it, man. Don't be fucking.
Damn. All right.
Yo, fuck out of here, man. Trying to say I was listening. It was
R&B, but it was still a boy. Well, it's not a boy.
Trying to say I was out here listening to fucking Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. That's like a pop group.
Yo, hey, yo. Think about it now, though. Like 2021. How was that group named Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys. Why? I don't get it. Why? Well, what's wrong with it? Or what's the hold up?
I don't know, man.
It's like the Backstreet, like hood type of thing. Like, yo, I'll meet you in the Backstreet.
Like the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, like it's like got some homosexual reference to it.
Oh, I ain't say anything. I'm just saying.
I thought that's what
in
you saying,
2021, it just don't sound right anymore. I'm just saying. In 2021.
I mean, but let's be real.
Look how many ways you took it.
Does sound right anymore.
Look at how many ways you took it, and all I'm saying is
you're right.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. They got some weird names all across the globe. African G with the $4.99 super chat says, same happens when I went to Culebra PR.
Oh yes, Culebra.
Riding bikes, you be sweating bullets. Rather get a bus with AC or rent a car.
Yep.
Salute to my Caribbean brothers. But see, okay, I said bike because they kept calling them bikes, but I'm talking about a motorized bike. I'm not
you're talking about a moped.
They ride them everywhere.
You're talking mopeds.
But that's the thing is, yo, they ride them shits
everywhere.
Like crazy, dude.
Yes.
Like, but not
Dangerous.
just everywhere, like dangerous.
No,
like and traffic and shit.
And a lot of the criminals are on those. That's what you'll get your chain snatched. Somebody, just snatch your fucking chain.
Yeah, he was saying he's a lot of dudes on the bike coming. Hopefully, my phone does not get snatched.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn. Well, why don't you pick it up then, G? Like.
I mean, because he also got to
your hamburger.
He also got to sell views, man. Like he also got to sell.
So we waiting now. Like
he got to sell a certain lifestyle. So now every time your motorcycle pass, you waiting on it to happen. Yeah, it can happen, but is it gonna happen? You understand?
I'm not gonna lie, and maybe this makes me a big piece of shit. You know what? It does make me a big piece of shit. A whole time he's like in the most dangerous hood of DR, in the most dangerous hood of Medellin. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting there like, man, I hope he gets robbed. And it's not because I want anything bad to happen or anything, but it's like in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is the like high point of this video. When you wrote that title, you wanted me to believe bad shit was gonna happen to you. Why else would you write a title going to the worst hoods in DR? Like, you don't put that shit unless you want us to want you to be not hurt, but probably robbed, So I mean, I'm talking about like, psychological stuff I can't control. But shout out to Supermex with the super chat who says, shout out for the free episode of Untitled. Laughing, rolling on the floor emoji. We went off a little bit here. That's my fault. I'm gonna take all the responsibility here.
That's because Mario's on his vacation thing. Him and his girl going on vacation, so they probably using YouTube to research, is it safe enough to go to DR and shit.
Nah, I'm just using Nessa and I keep writing down stuff because we're going to DR next. No, we might though, for real.
Nah, we should go, man. We should go.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
My girl is ready for a vacation. The issue is obviously right now, they keep saying things are gonna get worse with COVID. So that you gotta wait on that. But like,
you're gonna get your vaccine
every
now?
time I'm on IG and I see somebody like in an island, I get jealous. Like, yo, how'd he do that? I want a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Word.
I might have to go to Keem's backyard, man. You ever seen Keem's backyard?
I seen it. Oh, I seen it on,
it's a vacation over there,
pictures.
Man. He's got a vacation in the backyard, man.
Brandon Lenz, he said you're a big piece of shit. Yo, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you put your title that you walking around hoods that you're not from, where I'm from, the likelihood of something bad happening to you, it rises. I'm not saying you definitely gonna get beat up. I mean, you just as likely to get put into a pickup basketball game or you know what I mean, whatever. But ultimately, like, that's what you basically telling us to hope for.
Yeah. Well, let's get out to these callers. Open up these phone lines. See who's out there.
Talkie.
Who wants to talk? Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
All right. Let's go to line 6, Reed. What's up?
What's up? Hey, come back to me in 5 minutes, man.
All right.
Come back to me in 5 minutes.
All right. If you're on Block Talk, hit that number 1 button one time right now so we know that you're available and that you want to talk. You want to go ahead and voice your opinion on the show. You only have to press it once.
Only press it once. That's it.
One time.
And we will get you one time.
Let me get to Stainless. Are you available? Obviously, you know, pound for pound status. What up? Is you avail? Is you avail? Is you avail?
Yo, you know he avail to hand you your L.
I mean,
it's not often that
y'all should be planning a song together for the weigh-ins, but
bruh,
listen, you too busy.
I'll tell you right now that if they don't have the battle between Adrian and Cash,
Cash is coming. Flight paid.
I know.
Flight paid, so he's coming.
I know.
Let me get to Stainless. Looks like he's available.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV is good.
What up?
First off, good morning to you. Talking on Border Wars, I sent that cash up.
I got it. I'm waiting on 2 more people so we could get this Esteban flight booked. Fucking Vega pulled out the King fight, man. Talking about he gotta go to go. Yeah, no, it's the government pulling him to Afghanistan or some weird shit, man. Fucking BS.
I hope not, because they just pulled them all out.
That's what I'm saying. My girl said the same thing. Like, didn't they just pull let me find out Vegas sending people fake screenshots and shit.
It's probably not Afghanistan, probably somewhere else.
Yeah, nah, it's training for Afghanistan, it says some shit.
Oh, got it. Shit. Well, that's definitely something we need.
Let me ask, what's the topic though? I heard y'all talking
Porter versus Crawford, and the fact that the purse bid that was supposed to take place today on live stream has been pushed back 12 more days because both promoters asked for an extension so that they can continue to negotiate. So it's great news for us. It seems like these guys are trying to get it done without having to go to, you know, purse bid.
Also, tell us your favorite vacation story. No, I'm playing. I'm just kidding about that part.
Have you ever been to DR?
Nah, I've only been to Jamaica as far as the Caribbean is concerned.
That's what you told me. Yeah.
Okay. See, we really
I had no idea Haiti was so
close. We
close.
really got to do that DR reunion show. I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all keep sleeping. I've been talking about that shit for like 6 years already. But anyway, Stainless.
How Canelo and Caleb coming to the conversation?
A super chat. Super chat was saying something about like Canelo Caleb versus like Jermaine Franklin, Dillian White. Let me pull it up.
But we also connected the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney Twitter beef that took place where essentially Tank and Devin accused the entire Reynoso camp of being cheats. I don't know if you saw that, but
yeah, I saw something like that on there. Okay, yeah, that's man, that sounds like a good conversation. It's moments like this I'm thankful I got a boomerang. Yeah, man, it's I'm excited to hear that Crawford Porter are in negotiations and actually trying to get it done themselves as opposed to going to purse bid. You know, I'm more excited about that fight than Canelo and Caleb, just because it's been percolating, I guess, for so long. You know what I'm saying? And now it's actually there. And just the idea that the naysayers of who Bud Crawford is might actually get an ability to see who he is or who he is not. You know what I mean? And kind of put all the critics to rest. So I'm excited about it. But I got to get back to work. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Also, shout out to all the soldiers who are protecting our country and our civil freedoms. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to face it or not, soldiers still are doing their job and protecting us. And be safe to all the truckers on the road. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Shout out to Stainless.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. I don't know how y'all do it. Shout out to all the truck drivers. I was selling Supermex. Yo, those hours on the road killed me. And I'm sitting on like a comfy ass car. Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Where you drove to?
Well, we drove to just outside of Dallas, Glen Rose, wrapped up around I-10, and then we made our way to Amarillo and then El Paso, and we stayed at Marfa, which is essentially about 7 hours each way for me on both sides. So it was 26 hours total driving time.
How many miles?
Oh man, I don't even know, to be honest with you. But it was
so what you got?
It was from the bottom of Texas to all the way to the left of Texas. We went to the Big Bend, the Ravine. We got to see Mexico, like just on the other side. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. But yo, the driving killed me. Like, you were just getting cramps. And like, you would stop at restaurants and I would see people like doing exercises and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, it's a weird place to bust out push-ups. But it hit me, like, you got to do that stuff. So once I started doing that, I felt better. But yeah, it was crazy, man. Shout out to the truck drivers. Y'all are some tough ass dudes.
Word, man.
Women.
Shit is it's a fun job though. Like, if you like, driving, it's definitely official. Let me get out some more phone calls here. Looks like we got Keem in Florida. Are you available? Are you available? We need an opponent for Keem, man. Shit got whacked, man. Yo, whatever happened to Super Mex guy too, man? Yo, fucking Texas is looking like real whack this year. Super Mex ain't fighting. Matt ain't fighting. Vega pulled out. Cruz ain't fighting. Come on. Yo, Georgie, man, what up? We going out to Georgie Porgy, man.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't pay Showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see two motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that sport, my dude? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next, what a great show. Thumbs up, donate.
Hey, yo, what's happening, people?
What's happening?
Crack-a-lackin'. Yo, Mario.
Yeah,
Mario be rocking that pirate. You be rocking that pirate look, brother.
You like the third person.
Going Pirates of the Caribbean, so man. Yo, what's up with that Mexican pharmacy, bro? What's up with their whole crew, their whole team? What? What's up with accusation floating out there?
The Mexican pharmacy.
The Martian Mexican pharmacy. Hilarious.
Yo, that shit got it. Yo, what's the laws down there, Mario? You know anything about the laws?
I mean,
Ain't no
I know
fucking law,
it's easy. I know it's easy to get. I know that. I know it ain't hard. I know that. I know quite a few people that went across and came back with an easy peasy chicken greasy.
You know, we always be questioning Cuban's age. Now it's getting to a point that we're gonna have to start questioning every Mexican.
Wow.
I don't know. Is it that bad? That's what I'm saying.
They taking so many drugs, they staying young, is what he's saying.
No, I'm saying like Cubans, we got this stigmatism against Cubans. Like they always lying about the age. They always lie about the age. And you see Canelo there, he look like a Terminator.
But he's young, bro. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Listen, is the Benavides didn't pop up too back in the day, Benavides?
I mean, he popped for coke, man.
Nah.
But coke is a diuretic, man. Coke is a diuretic. You'll lose a shitload of weight.
Bro, you be crazy using as a diuretic. All bugged out and shit.
You work out more than a motherfucker. You're all hyped up, like, yeah.
I can't stop swinging, coach.
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Hey, yo, y'all hear me? First of all, want to say, Listen, the reason why I be yelling and screaming at everybody on that live chat in the back, because, you know, I'm driving this truck. Ness know what time it is. Yo, Ness, ain't you happy that you didn't get the flash flood in New York City and New Jersey and 18 people died?
Bruh, I seen that shit.
Yo, dog, I can't believe this shit. It rained 3 inches in 1 hour. At 8:51 p.m. to 9:51 p.m., it rained 3 inches in 1 hour. The buses was underwater. Cars underwater. Yo, but you know, as a truck driver going on the road 48 states, I've seen this before, but now people in New York, they feel what people in Orleans feel. The people feel what people, you know, in Florida feel sometimes. So it's crazy. So I just want to give a shout out. I hope everybody in New York City, tri-state area, Jersey, Connecticut, 5 boroughs is all right. All my TVP family and the live chat, bro, you're all right, man. Porter and Bud, we thought it was going to be September 1st. Now September 14th, man. I'm 80% think we're going to get this fight. I hope it ain't no bullshit. I got on the King Born. I made up the King Born back chat call, Porter versus Bud Ness, and yesterday we got it in. I said Porter should get $5 million and Bud should get $7 million for the purse bid. Everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody laughed at me. But then I said, hold on, Porter's getting 4.5. Give him 5 and give Porter, you know, give Bud 4.5 and give Porter $3 million. Because we got to get this fight, man. We got to get this fight. And yo, Ness, you can't diss us again, brother. What's going to go on? You got to do a show about this Fury and Wilder, man. I don't want to hear nothing. We all clamoring for this. It's only 1 month away, y'all. Are we going to get this fight or not? Is Fury going to pull out because of his daughter? Like, what's going to happen, man? I'm in a frenzy because it's only 1 month away. October 9th.
They need to get some promotion going for that shit. That's the problem, man. That was the problem the first time around. They're not doing a job with that. But
does it need it though? Really? Like,
hell yeah, bro. You talking about a fight that's been drug out for not only 2 fights but 3, and then the lack of promotion. This third fight is just taking what 14, 15 months or more.
Here's the thing. I agree with you that it needs to be as they don't need it as much as other fights. I'll just put it like that, right? We can agree on that. These are 2 big names. They fought twice before, but
I mean,
what I will say is that the narrative.
To our interview with Bruce Trampler with Top Rank, he said they lost money, even when they made $18 million in gate. So yeah, they do need to promote to do better numbers in order not to lose.
I agree, but this is the point I was getting to. I feel like the promotion is most important to start because there feels like a narrative over the last month that continues to grow that the fight's not happening or that Fury's going to pull out. And I'll be honest with you, like, I don't subscribe to any ideas or you know, rumors or whatever, but this isn't just I'm seeing it reported by other people that aren't just, you know, Wilder fans, you know, because Wilder fans, obviously they want him to fight. They want that fight. And so they seem uneasy and they seem, you know, in disbelief of Fury, and they think he's not going to fight. But other people are starting to now report certain things. And so now the narrative looks like that. And the one thing you don't want is you don't want the promotion to turn into a thing where it's like, will they, won't they? Because that's not going to help at all.
I hear you, man. I hear you. They need to promote, man. I got to stick with that. Let me get the Brandon and Cincy.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yes, how's my audio?
You are.
It's like.
Yeah, hey, the song you were you were singing was that's Bell Biv DeVoe. The niggas that made Poison. They made that song you was singing. There wasn't no goddamn Backstreet Boys.
Black.
They said Black Street.
They said
it was
Black Street, man. Black Street.
Nah, it wasn't Black Street, man. Trust me, I know what the fuck
What was
I'm
the
talking
name of that
about.
song?
When I See You Smile Again or some shit like that.
Yeah. I apologize.
No, it says it's by Fantasia. Oh no, he's right. Bell Biv DeVoe. Yep, you right, champ.
Yeah.
Damn, good job.
Yeah, man.
Classic shit,
I know,
man. They don't
I
make
know my
R&B like
boxing
that
more
no
than my
more.
music, man. I know my music more than I know my boxing. But
That's what's up.
I mean, of course, everybody knew that. You a Bud fan.
yeah, right.
You're a hater.
But this is good. If they negotiate, this is good news, man. Cross promotion fights are usually, your bigger events in the sport. When you think about, Wilder Fury, and then you think about Floyd and Pac, those are cross promotions, and usually, entities coming together. So hopefully they are gonna cross promote it, rather it be the one person win the purse bid. So I'm excited, man. As long as Porter don't bitch out, man, that's all I care about. Cause he's getting stopped. It's only a matter of time.
Stop.
He's getting stopped, man. And I heard y'all talk about y'all favorite
Was that
vacation.
you? Was that you? Did you just crash? You better be careful, man. You talking crazy, man.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You get stopped. And as far as favorite vacations, mine was probably Mexico. I done been to some lit places, but Mexico was pretty lit. That's my call.
Mexico's alright, but it ain't got nothing on DR, man.
It's
DR's
fun. You gotta have a
different,
guy there too, though.
In
You
Mexico,
gotta have yeah.
I don't have a guy in Mexico.
Also,
I don't have a guy in Mexico.
Let me tell you, and this might sound weird, but the trip is amplified if you drive.
To Mexico?
Yeah. Because I'm from
Crazy.
Corpus and Laredo, and it's literally a 30-minute crossing.
I ain't crossing no borders on the ground, so the cartel could be like, "Yo, pull that shit over, guns out."
but it is a different. Like you could see things that you ain't never seen. I don't know. It's fun though. But yeah, plane is just so much easier.
No, it's not fun to be forced to have 20 kilos in your trunk because the cartel got you at M16 gunpoint.
I mean,
no gracias.
No, I'm playing.
No gracias.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Dude, snatch a girl out the car like, bro, you cross the fucking border with that car and we gonna hold her right here. And it's like, what?
Bro, it's weird too. And like now cartels got like members got like Twitter pages and shit and like face. It's weird. I don't know. It's a weird time to be alive with social media.
Say what? Man?
Yeah, man, it's weird. Like people would tag me in like these cartel pages like on Facebook and shit. And it's like some dude posts some like crazy stuff, and I'm like, that's a real person who's like in the cartel and was like, yep, join Facebook 2019. I'm like, that's weird. Like, that's your life. Like, you doing cartel stuff, and then on the side you like playing Animal Farm or whatever that fucking game was called. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Get the fuck
Maybe
out
I'm
of
the
here,
only one.
man. Please.
Yo, we going to James Payne. Lethal.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the...
Real quick, we got a super chat from Malcolm, aka Supreme, that says Franklin was gifted his last couple of wins. He went the Cash App route, saving us 30%. James, buenos dias. How's life?
Buenos dias, mi gente. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, man, how y'all doing? TBV, man, best part of waking up. Y'all know the slogan from the 80s, man. TBD in my cup, man. I want to send a special shout out to y'all for the dope content. I've been MIA for about a week and some change, man. I had a strained knee last week in training, and I had to get on my Mr. Miyagi shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at Karate Kid 1 and like go into some deep meditation, try to make sure that I could get back and wouldn't be set back. So I'm just trying to get back. And when you get some time this, man, check out that spawn footage I sent you, man. Let me know what I can work on, because that was my first time. Like, I'm just trying to get back in the swing and get my conditioning back up before the fight. As far as the Crawford Porter fight, man, like Earl once said, my oh my, how the tables have turned. All of a sudden, Crawford and Porter has become the biggest fight in the welterweight division. It seems like that fight could basically shape up who is the number one guy in the welterweight division, with Earl future being uncertain right now. So I'm excited if they can get that hashed out, inked down, and set up. That would be dope. Put a date on that shit. As far as Caleb and Canelo, y'all already know how we rocking, man. We already got the sign up sheets at Music City Boxing. Shout out Music City Boxing, Nashville, Tennessee. But man, we got the sign up sheets, man. We trying to. It's gonna be a hell of people, man. That's gonna be making that pilgrimage from Tennessee all the way out there to Vegas to see our first Tennessee undisputed champion, man. We going Caleb all the way. And shout out to the Border Wars fighters, September 18th, Watertown, Wisconsin. I will be watching, man, and I hope that card pans out. I hope everything comes out, well with that. I wish safety and security protection over travel and grace over all of the fighters and the commentators and all of the parts that be with that. We got a personal invested interest with that Border War, so I'm hoping that everything goes off without a hitch with that. Shout out to my boxing promotion, TriStar Boxing, for our card September 17th. Shout out to my opponent, man, and I look forward to seeing your ass in the ring. And one more thing, man, I want to send prayers and just acknowledgement to a few different people, man. First, our servicemen and women in the military. The condolences to anyone that lost anyone over there in Afghanistan. My condolences for that. Also, I got a lot of people in New Orleans that are near and dear to me, man. So shout outs to them, prayers with them. I hope that they are recovering well. I just wish I was in a more prominent position where I could send some type of resources or some type of money or support down there. But my prayers are with y'all. And it's my call, man. You know what I'm saying? And also prayers out to them people in New York too, man. I mean, it's a lot going on in the world, man. So this is a time to reflect. I mean, I know we love boxing and, we talk boxing, but it's a lot of things going on in the world. Even right now, my auntie is fighting for her life in a Memphis hospital, suffering from COVID. You know what I'm saying? I just got news that she's suffering from kidney failure, and they got a feeding tube on her, and she's on a ventilator as well. So it's just a lot going on right now. COVID is real, so man, protect your loved ones, protect yourself, protect your life. With that being said, though, let's get back to some boxing talk. TBV for life, man. Shout out to the realest podcast, the realest boxing podcast in the world, and I appreciate y'all.
All right, Mr. Lethal.
Yo, definitely keeping you in prayers, keeping your family in prayers. And also, yes, thank you for reminding, we have a lot of listeners from the Louisiana area, and I hope that everybody's safe. I pray for everybody, and hope to hear from some of y'all very, very soon. And
Jersey's
y'all's
going bad,
thoughts.
man.
And Jersey too, yeah, man. I can't believe how much rain. That's crazy.
We haven't even heard from Amin. I wonder if it's Amin.
Yeah. Oh, he texted earlier. Or maybe it was just me. He texted. No, he texted the pre-pro. No, it was the wrestle pre-pro. But yeah, listen, everybody, stay safe.
Yeah, let me get to Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia. Are you available?
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't no
swing,
hard
man.
fighting these boxing motherfuckers like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game. This is Dolla skill up here. You gotta be out thinking motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWords.com.
TBV, what happening, man?
What up?
And everything kosher. What up, Mario?
What up?
Everything kosher, man. Well, I'm happy Bud getting that fight. I hope everything go through. It should. Shouldn't nobody be upset about this fight. It shouldn't be no negativity Everybody want Bud to fight somebody, so now he find somebody to fight. Now you get to see what other people have been seeing from a long time ago. So shout out to Bud. Hey, quick shout out to King. I know I heard earlier he wanted to fight Dylan, but Ness, I sent you a picture on Instagram. Dylan hurt himself, so he can't even fight this border war.
Damn.
Yeah. Soon you said it, I was like, damn, shout. So check out that photo. But shout out to Baldy, he fighting in Border War 12. Shout out to all the fighters in Border War 12. And I'm out this thing, man. It's Bud all day, man. This is a good fight. Everybody be happy. Let's make it happen. I'm out.
Let's go. Keem, actually, I'm trying to find. I got footage of a damn Keem ain't on the line. I got footage of a new fighter that's been in the chat for a minute. Antoine or something like that. Eccles is the name. And he's willing in the veil. If I could just find that footage, bro. Oh, this is it right here. How do I send this? Save video, copy link. Here we go. All right, now let me get to. If you're on Blog Talk, don't forget to hit that numero uno so we know to go to you. We're going to Stonebone in Colorado. Are you available? What up? Stonebone. Stonebone, we don't. Oh shit, my bad. I raised the wrong fade. Let me go again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that was my bad. How are you? Good morning.
Oh man, all good. Yeah, man, it's sounding like this about to get done, man. Usually when they ask for them extensions, they get it done. And I don't want to hear nobody propagating like it's somebody that's delaying it. They said both sides asked for this so they can get it done. It sounds like this finna get done. It's gonna be an ESPN pay-per-view. If it's November 20th, whatever it is, I'm ready for it. So I'm thinking it's getting done. It sounds like it's gonna get done. And Valdez them need to get it together because I don't know what's going on with that, man. I'm glad, maybe now I'm kind of glad Shakur wasn't standing there about to fight him, and then he popped for whatever this was. So we're about to get a great fight against a real champion, a clean champion. So I'm looking forward to October 23rd. Ness, you going to Atlanta for that, man? Go see the young Newark kid in the toughest fight of his life. It's gonna be a fight of the year candidate. You know, Bomac them been with Shakur since he was 15, so they know his strengths, his weaknesses. They're gonna have to put everything they can into Jamil, but it's still gonna be a tall task. That's gonna be a tough night, man. But October 23rd, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, there's a lot of smart boxing heads. Boxing heads that I would consider knowledgeable and accurate. And there are quite a few of them picking Herring in that fight, believe it or not. Early picks, obviously, or leaning towards them, I should say. Nobody's made official picks that I know of, but quite a few people have made a point on Twitter to say, hey, this is not just another Shakur fight. This is a test. This is a real test with a guy who is, he fits the bill. I mean, anything you want an opponent that is going to test your guy, make a list. Jamel checks off every box. But we'll see.
All right. Stainless Boomerang. No stainless.
Yo, you can hear me?
I hear
we can hear you.
Sorry, stepped away from my phone. Yeah, that's a good fight to get excited about too, Shakur and Herring. Okay, Bomac, that get kind of confusing though, because they kind of in the same camp too, ain't they? I mean, they gonna know each other pretty well, right?
That is that has been the narrative so far.
Yeah, that should be a good fight, man. It's good to see people who that close still, were able to just get it in. The same thing with the Porter Crawford thing, because I know they're supposed to be, close personal friends and still willing to get it in, man. So it's even that era of boxing, man. I'm happy to see it go back to that. Shout out to Brandon. I got the song right. I just got the name wrong. So I'm good with that. But because I'm classic too. I understand that, man. So thanks for getting it right. But that's all I got, man. Like I say, I'm in here opening by myself, so I'm really getting it in. So thanks for getting me through it. As I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you up in Dejo. Shout out to El Camino. Yo, Ness, man. Bring my people back to Skype, man. You know what I'm saying? Born, he need to be back there, man. That dude's live energy,
Born
bro.
disrespectful, man.
Man, I think he learned his lesson, man. He finally figured it out. The last time, I think, check it out though. We got that separate back call thing, right? And people kept changing the name of it. It was Top Rank, PBC. I was putting like main events, like little small promotion, TGB stuff like that. And I think it got confusing for Bourne. So when he was trying to call Stick, you know what I'm saying, he called on, you know what I'm saying, he ended up adding them to the Skype call instead of adding them to the back call. It wasn't something that he did intentionally. It was just something done out of confusion. You know what I'm saying? So even I'm now asking.
My man confused 3 times, man. Ain't nobody got time for Bourne.
Well, get that through the pass, man. I'm asking. Peace.
Jonathan, what up?
What up? Top of the morning. As always, man, thanks so much for another show, man. Like, even when it's just you, yo, I just appreciate it, because sitting here at work, you just give me something to get through my day. And I'm all for giving a person their flowers. And yo, like I say, man, you always, you just never cease to amaze me. Like, I was listening to the Border War show yesterday, and it's just like, instantly, soon as it start, you playing that man's song, free promotion. And I'm just like, for y'all dudes out there, yo, Ness is so willing and able. And this is why you're going to be successful. You just got to be patient. But like the way you just like almost Jay-Z-esque willing to just put cats on I think it's just pretty cool. So whenever I find a chance to give you your flowers, I will. So I just want to say thank you for always, being so receptive to everybody and open. Like, you play that man's song, and that's free promotion for him. He could mess around and get a record deal because of that, just at the right time, the right moment. So on their behalf, thank you. But nevertheless, I wanted to ask, can we get potentially the WBO president on the show? Because I know I have some questions, such as like, in the purse bid, is there a minimum dollar value that the bidding starts at? And if it is that both fighters pay, or like, how does that work?
It's,
you know what I mean? Because
is the minimum bid.
200,000 is the minimum, and then there's usually a 60-40 depending on who go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because Porter is a 2-time champ, he get 40% instead of the normal 20%.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the debate we were having. So you saying 200K? I'm sorry if I don't get the exact number right, but I don't have a lot of time. So say 200K, and someone bids. Say me and you bid, and we win a bid, just hypothetically, at like $1 million, right? So can Bud? So 2 questions before I go. First, can Bud say, no, I'm not taking that because it doesn't meet my minimum pay?
He'll get
and then also, okay, and then the second part is, if that's the, like, say we win at 300K, is it up to Top Rank to fill in that gap for Bud's pay, since he's guaranteed?
They will have to, or he gonna have to vacate the belt.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then he'll have to take that up with Top Rank, because he has a mandatory minimum. So like, he's got a lawsuit, I guess, because it's like, because you guys don't want to meet my mandatory minimum, I was forced to vacate my title. But obviously the promoter is also going to try and use COVID and say, we've paid you handsomely through the years. You should have hooked us up during this time.
Right. So it's not. So when I'm bidding, I don't have to meet the fighter's minimum pay.
Hell no. That's the whole point.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
That's why the minimum pay is $200,000. That's the minimum bid to get in. Minimum they accepting to bid. So like if nobody bids and you bid 200, motherfucking Crawford gets 60% of that.
Okay, I was just trying to be clear because there is some confusion on the back call about that, and people are under the impression that you have to meet the fighter's minimum pay.
Hell no.
Why would
How
would they even enforce that?
Yeah, like
well, and that's what we were talking about because I'm like, if I bid, I'm not binded to Bud. That's between him and his promoter.
Exactly. And all Bud could do is vacate. Because per his sanctioning body rules, the bid starts at 200. It don't start at 4.5. And it don't say it starts at 4.5, which is Crawford's mandatory. Like, that shit don't exist. Listen, your minimum is out the window anyway. That's the whole point. We couldn't come to an agreement, so your minimum is out the window. But luckily for him, they got 12 more days.
Yeah, and by the way, did you know the WBAs is a little different? They require you to meet the fighter's minimum when you start the purse bid. At least reading their bylaws.
Shit, I bet you that's on a per fight basis, man.
And you know what? It did say something like that, though. It did say something in general, and it's subject to change. But thanks for the time, man. As always, I appreciate you taking my call. TBB for life, in the words of Stanley.
For sure.
Yo, real quick, I do want to clear the air because some people seem very confused. Vega pulled out because the Marines called them to do training. He's not going anywhere specifically right now. I mean, he's going somewhere, but he's going for training, which I don't even think is legal to even well, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so he's going for training. Obviously, with what's going on, if you've been following the news, you know that we're pulling out of our longest war ever for a very good reason. And it's turned into a shit show. So, all hands on deck, I'm sure, at this point. So, but it is a legitimate, you know what I mean? It's like he couldn't, it would probably be AWOL if he didn't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. But just wanted to clear the air for some of the people that have been texting. And
Bro, that's why I don't like that stuff, man. But, we need somebody to fight. So let me mind my business.
Word.
But JP, Long Beach, what it do? How are you?
Yo, good morning, fellas.
Oh, I was gonna play the song.
Morning.
I just couldn't find it, but how are you? Good morning.
Man, it's all good. I don't got much, just kind of a question. So it sounds like both sides came to an agreement that they need more time to put the deal together. Yes. Why do you think that is? Why? I'm kind of confused to why.
I think they seen the level of interest, the fact that the WBO was gonna stream the purse bid. It was gonna make their business very public, and it would have gave a lot of ammunition to the Bud detractors and the top ranked detractors. Like, you stream that way, that purse bid, and somebody wins that shit with like 2 million, shame on you. Shame on you. If you stream that purse bid and a third party, a Triller, comes out of nowhere and you lose another purse bid, shame on you. So I think they trying to save face.
Well, why even let it go to purse bid in the first place then?
That's the point of the extension, champion.
No, but why even let it go to purse bid if it's a situation where we're looking at money? Why even let it go to purse bid if you're going to be embarrassed at the end of it if another promotional company wins the bid?
I mean, listen, they need more time. It ain't going to purse bid. It's just that the sanctioning body has their set of rules and the way that they do things. So they have a deadline. Obviously, these two parties are saying they need more time to negotiate. That's all.
Do you think they looking to see if more funds become available, or like
Man,
I just don't get
why
the
do you
extension.
guys always? Why is the first thing that we go to they're broke, man? Come on, man. Dudes out here making millions of dollars, and that's the fighters.
What's the extension for then? What's the extension for?
We gotta hammer shit out. We gotta hammer shit out, man.
It take a minute, and besides, one thing I learned the other day actually was that having contracts rewritten, there's a certain process that you get. It's like a 24 hours, sometimes it's 48 hours, where you can alter what was written or what was agreed upon. Like basically you get like an out clause. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like that's the reason for the extension, a 10-day extension, but all I'm saying is there's actual red tape that extends these contract negotiations just based off their wording. It's not like we could agree and say, oh, we're gonna fight. Oh, you good? No, I'm good. Okay, you got 48 hours to change your mind. No, I'm good. I'm good right now. No. You need 48 hours. We're gonna give you. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of bullshit.
So quickly though, so it can't. You don't think it's a scenario where PBC is looking down the line? They're like, let's see if this Wilder fight. We need more time to confirm if this Wilder fight's gonna come through. We need more time to confirm if the Plant fight. Get some projections there. So it's not a forecast of. Projection of what they got in the future to what they can do now.
Well, what do you think is hindering them though? Like what's the logic? Like you're being them right now and you're thinking that, what's the logic? Like,
well, I could think in the terms of if I'm PBC. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not sure if the Wilder Fury thing's going to come through.
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
So I'm thinking like, damn, I don't know how much I can spend here because I don't know how much I'll make there.
Do we let Bob take the reins because we have these things going on?
First of all, what? No. What do you mean? Do we let Bob take the reins?
Like, do we sit back because we got so much more promotion going on with Canelo Plant and Wilder, and so we give him the opportunity to basically allow ESPN to do their.
Well, it sounds like that.
Take the lead.
It does sound like that. And one of Bob quotes, he says, "If I'm the lead promoter." But this is the thing.
He did.
This is the
Good
thing.
call.
This is the thing. Maybe they're going back to the table to make Porter happy so that, because remember, lead promoter offer to Porter last we checked was somewhere around $2 million. So, and lead promoter being Bob Arum saying, oh, we only giving him $1 million. Then we hearing from Porter's podcast, son, about $2 million. So they got to make him happy in order for Bob to still be the lead promoter. If not, it's going to be a co-promotion and it'll be pay-per-view. And honestly,
right.
It don't work that. I don't know that it works better for Bob to do a split pay-per-view. I mean, how many numbers is that going to do? It's better for you to acquire Porter services and do the 275 on your own than versus 275 splitting it with Al.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the other part of it too, like
that's us saying it's going to do 275 because that's what Earl versus Porter did. Earl versus Porter.
Yeah, well, and then also remember there has been speculation, but no, you're absolutely right. Good point. Good point. We got we got 2 new collars. Hawking them down in Maryland. And then let me go see who else is that.
See if we got any new super chats while you do that. Remember the number to call in 14255695241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We got Mad Bent in Kansas. This says Herring Beach Shakur. I said it. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there are a substantial number of boxing minds that I consider, logical thinkers, and they are saying that Herring could win. You know who's one of them? Rob. UK Rob's one of them.
Oh, okay. Look at these guys.
Hey, look at these guys. I knew you were going to say that. That was hilarious. Good one.
I'm just saying, man.
Very well timed joke.
And what fight are we talking about again? Who's beating who?
Herring beating Shakur.
Oh.
Horrible fighter.
Yo, let me get to J-Mac. Are you available? Are you available? Are you driving the mountains or are you nice in the city, ready to get that reception? J-Mac. Are you available? J-Mac. Nope. Okay. We going to line 6 again. See how I did that?
Davidian there too.
Line 6.
Hey, what's up, Ness? What's up, Martin? How you guys doing?
How are you?
Hey, I just want to talk about this whole. I'm good. I want to talk about this whole purse bid thing. Like, I get it, we're in a pandemic, but the pandemic ain't just affecting celebrities and fighters. They make more money than all of us. I don't understand why they have to be greedy. We're paying for pay-per-views. It shouldn't be pay-per-views because we love fights. And then, as far as my man Booth, I'm pissed off at that dude too. Why I sit here for 7 months talking about, fights coming up, and then you choose this guy? Like, you could have just went to fight a club show somewhere, and we would have got the same thing. Why? What's with this fighting twice a year crap? Get in the ring, like they say, and swing, man. Stop all of this sitting around coasting, fighting twice a year. Mayweather ruined boxing with that crap. All these dudes think they can be Mayweather. They are not Mayweather. Mayweather earned the right to do what he did, and I still didn't agree with it. But hey, that's my call, y'all. Have a good day.
All right. Line 6. Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Yo, what's up, fam? How y'all doing today?
What up?
Ain't too much. That WBC, when they dealing with the Mexicans, man, they run a catch and release program over there, don't they? But when it's black fighters, they get drugged through the mud. Oh man, they get drugged through the mud, and they don't even be having the evidence that they got on the other fighters. But I was about to say that Shakur fight. I like that fight. That's a good fight. Hearn, he gonna be there to win, so that's gonna be a good fight. And as far as that Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter, that's boxing screwing the fans over again, man. I don't see why they got to go to another purse bid. Them boys ain't doing nothing. They've been knowing they supposed to been able to fight for a long time, boy. They're going to work their way out that fight. I keep saying, one of them, way or another, that fight not going to happen. It's boxing screwing over the fans again, throwing somebody in at the last moment like they did with Ugas. So, no, I don't trust that. It should be able to just be made. All that getting postponed, get Canelo making fights. These jokers, Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter, ain't even doing enough to be having a big purse bid and all that. They ain't gonna get to so much. I don't see the big difficulty, other than they trying not to have the fight. One of them or both of them. But that's my call.
All right. Hawk, man, thanks for calling in. Looks like we got Davidian. Buffalo Falls.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
What's good, TBV? What's good?
What up?
Can you hear me?
What up?
What's up? I mean, I hope this fight between Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter happens. I really want to see that fight. I hope everything works out with the whole purse bid. I'm kind of confused by it, but it is what it is. Just great show, and keep up the good work, and God bless y'all.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. Stainless, I'm going to you on a Boomerang or J-Mac. Are you available? All right. That being said, Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Let me double check here on the super chats. I think we're done. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Tell a friend to subscribe. Help us get to that goal. Remember, Border Wars is September 18th. It's going down 16 days away. Watertown, Wisconsin. Yours own from Canada. Making it back all the way to America. Jose El Loco Sands taking on our very own Mario, who is not here to receive any high praise or promotion for his fight. But we also have 15 fights scheduled, and I just got a Cash App yesterday. I'm getting another one today for fighter registrations and guys that are signing up left and right. But right now we got Jose from Canada taking on Mario, and the lineal belt will be on the line. We're actually creating a physical lineal belt since boxing doesn't have one. Border Wars making one. Marvin the Tank Furman, he's taking on Anthony Edwards from Queen City Cobra. You know, he's the Queen City Cobra in Cincinnati. Anthony Edwards back in action. This is a rematch to their first fight a few years ago. Big cruiserweight fight. Bishop the Killer, 2 knockouts, 2 wins, taking on Robert the Genius, 2-0 as well, but no KOs. The shorter man taking on the bigger man. They're calling this David and Goliath, man. This is really going down. Keem now has lost his opponent. He was facing the Marine in Vega, who's just been called back to duty, but we found Keem a replacement by the name of Antoine Eccles, who is a 2-0 kickboxer that wants to get some work in. We've submitted some sparring to Keem. Him and his team are overlooking at it. That is around. Plus, there's another guy that is a super novice that maybe Keem kills. And look, man, that's what happens when you take on a last minute replacement. You remember what Sinisa Estrada did to Mom? That's what we might have to get Keem to do to someone, unfortunately. What else do we got? We have Jordan Baker versus Showkid. Big fight. Jordan Baker, big right hand. We just showed sparring with him and Keem. You seen how big that right hand was. Huge fight with him and Showkid. Showkid is a talker. You can't miss this. These fights are going to be live streamed on our YouTube channel, so don't miss it. The link is already out. Just come to our YouTube channel. Also, we got ooh, damn, I got to scratch this fight. Fuckery. Oh. Damn, I forgot Supermax fucking got COVID, man. Shit. Cancel. So we got 14 fights. 14 fights. Oh, man, this dude killed me right now. But, all right, so Elias versus James Clark. James Clark is the guy that fought Esteban on Border Wars 11. He's going to be taking on Elias. Elias is actually Elias the Lioness, which is the cousin of yours truly, Alexander Dumitron Lioness, right? So they're cousins, and they say fighting runs in the family. Elias is actually the guy that was brave enough to fight Mitty as an 0-0 Border Wars fighter. Went in there with Mitty, did not get knocked out, did not get stopped, and damn sure held his own with the legendary 3-0 Mitty in Border Wars, and also 7-1, actually 8-1 in Queensberry boxing. Also, we have a big heavyweight fight with Shawn Mission Impossible Jones taking on Smoke 'em Out Jay. Smoke 'em Out Jay coming off of the biggest knockout of his career, and Shawn Mission Impossible, the #1 heavyweight in the division, and people really calling this one the main event. Don't forget, you can also hit up Shawn for any life insurance needs. You can hit him up at the Shawn Jones Wealth Academy, and definitely get the proper advice from a financial advisor. That being said, we also have a ton more fights to go. We got Chino Rivera. Whoa, one of the most popular heavyweights in Border Wars yet. Had about 25 people in attendance in his last fight, all wearing Chino Rivera shirts. He's taking on Juan Alabarán, who is actually popular himself. I'm being told by the bar that he has bought 3 VIP tables. So those come with 5 people per table. That's 15 people. Yeah.
At least.
Let's go.
Yo, they said the winner
There's only
is
one
gonna
fighter
be the
table left.
Wisconsin Vato.
There's only one fighter table left. All these fighters, I mean, even Keem was buying a table. I don't know if he's getting a refund now because his freaking fighter pulled out. Even though it's a pretty decent opponent. I sent them as a 1-day backup.
But you said you just sent to him, or has he responded about it?
I just sent it to him. It's
okay. Okay. No, I got it. Have you seen the location at all? Like,
what location?
You there? Oh, the Border Wars location. Like, have you seen? I know that we saw the things that they sent us at first, but have you seen like a
as far as I know,
like,
as far as I know, it's back in Watertown in the bar.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they've done some things.
I did not know that. Okay, well, that's new information
They've done
to
some
me.
things to
I
make
love
it,
that place.
Yeah,
I know
do
that
too.
the lighting was an issue, but I
Outdoors,
love that place.
though. The lighting was an issue outdoors, and what happened was the ring that they rented, it comes with lights on each 4 posts.
That's freaking dope.
Yeah,
I love that. But let me say this one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta have a timer.
Oh no,
we have to have a timer or
listen,
somebody keeping
all
a time
that-
because
all that
let me
stuff
tell you real
is-
quick something. Okay. I never said anything because I didn't know if it was like fog of war type shit. But I swear to God, after I scored that knockdown, I heard you say, he knocked him down with 30 seconds left. Or he said, there's 30 seconds left. And in my mind, I knew you were doing the time, but I didn't think of it right then and there. Yo, I counted on the video.
Oh, long
and it
count.
was at least like 50 seconds total, 55. I'm pretty sure
he's saying we gave him a long
did 3
count.
minutes.
He's saying
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. Somebody, I don't know if it was you. Listen, for sure, growing pains, brother. What you want us to tell you? We're understaffed.
I'm not hot. I'm just saying, let's learn.
Listen, I'm doing the job of 100 people. Like, I'm literally the timekeeper.
You know I know that. I know that.
No. But I want the audience. I'm the timekeeper. I'm the fucking the clapper guy. I'm the announcer. You know, I'm helping with ring walks. I'm giving out gloves. I'm warming some people up. Like, bruh, it's serious. You know what I mean? You know. We're doing the best that we possibly can. You know, shout out to everybody that comes out and volunteers either as a judge or just as a helping hand, because it takes a village. It definitely takes a village. But getting back to the people of the village, we got Chino, who's taking on Juan Alabarang, and that fight is a 6'1", 315-pounder versus like a 5'7", 220-something, 25-pounder. But everybody's seen Chino take on Tank from the DMV and his skill. So this is going to be a very, very, very interesting fight. And we also got the first ever Border Wars female fight. And as you can see behind me, we got our first Border Wars female championship title belt for the
Damn, it looked bigger than all the other ones.
For the women's division. And listen, no, you ain't tripping. It's the biggest because you want your wife to win it. And
That's
his
right.
wife is Ashley, who's taking on Rebecca. But we've been seeing more footage from Rebecca. They're working on agility movement. They're working on pad work. I mean, she's consistently in front of the camera, so she's already mentally prepared for a big show. Ashley hasn't been seen. We don't know.
Well, we do have sparring footage.
Oh,
we do have sparring footage.
That they didn't drop. This is new. This is new.
Well, we just recorded it
There
this
you
week.
go. This is actually
We just recorded it this week. And I wanted to show it last night, but I wanted to be on to talk about it. So I think I'm gonna let you post it, but I think we saved the discussion for Untitled. What do you think?
Whatever makes sense.
I think that looks better.
I'm actually looking to do more Border Wars shows. We got 16 days. I want to crank it up. Any available fighters that want to do virtual press conferences, if you and Jose are available, let's do it. If, Jordan and Showkid are available, let's do it. Smoke 'em out, Jay and Shawn. If you and your opponent are paid and available, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a virtual press conference going. Let's introduce you to the audience. Moving on with this very, very long card. Rebecca from Canada, the wife of the lineal champion Jose El Loco Sands, taking on the wife of the co-host, the biggest left hand in all of Border Wars, Mario Money May Munguia, a.k.a. the Tooth Fairy, after detaching tooth from mouth when it comes to Show Kid, who himself is on the comeback trail to take on Jordan on this very card. That being said, we got Austin V, the self-proclaimed best fighter to ever fight in Border Wars. He's going to be taking on Jason, a.k.a. Mr. Wilson from Milwaukee. Then we got Chris from Florida, Jordan Baker, stablemate, taking on Zeke from Texas, new to the community. Then we got Rel versus Brandon, the co-producer, still up in the air. We don't know what's up with Rel, as he hasn't paid that fee yet. Brandon locked and loaded, doing a 130-pound dumbbell press, making Mario look small.
Yo, that's a lot of weight right there.
We also got Ben Lappin from Milwaukee taking on Adam Flores from Milwaukee. Will Flores hit the floor? Or will Ben
love it
Lappin have us all clapping? Oscar Williams, who you heard yesterday, he's taking on Miguel Modeste, who looks like he could be called Islandri Laura in that southpaw 6'2" stance. Jerome Lambert seems to be taking on our very own Esteban Antonio Angulino, who's coming off of the big win in Wisconsin over James Clark. But Esteban needs the help of the community. He needs about $400 to get this one done. And we've already collected $50 from Stainless, $25 from Robert the Genius, former co-host, and we should be receiving $100 from Adrian Rowan, who really wants to get Jerome Lambert to fight. And listen, Esteban told you, he said, look, no one's going to fight Jerome. Only I am. But I need the community's help. So who wants to see a high-level fight? I mean, if you've seen Esteban fight, you know we were calling him Islandri Laura, and you've seen how good he is. He's definitely good. You know, is he going to be enough for Jerome, who's definitely experienced? I don't know. We shall see. LJ Walker, the Don, is going to be fighting, and his opponent actually paid already. We're just waiting for LJ Walker, the Don, to actually pay. Let me see here. It looks like his opponent's name is Cody Heck. And Cody's all paid up and ready to rock and roll. So we're just waiting for LJ Walker, the Don. But we've already, you know, we're at like 16 fights there and counting. If you want to fight, we still got fights for you. I got people lined up right now. 168, 175. They dying for an opponent. You know, we also got rolling with the punches. Let me know. Are you taking that Avery fight? Because Avery is asking me if you were agreeing, what weight we agreeing to. I text you good morning. I ain't getting no good morning back. Don't you duck me now. You wanted a fight. I got you a fight. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let me hit him up one more time. Yo. My man forgot. Don't forget. We trying to get these fights locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. PBC, what's going on? You available?
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good, TBV? It's a beautiful day in the PBC neighborhood. I can't wait for this Shawn Porter Bud fight. Majorly. I'm glad, Bob, what she doesn't really care for Bud, but I'm glad he let it go to someone who probably will take care more care of this fight than he does. And to all the people thinking, people ain't got money and stuff, and like companies, and these dudes making major money. Bob just don't like to pay for people who don't sell themselves, and it's a simple business plan. If you don't want to pay for someone who don't sell themselves, it is what it is. Someone needs to start selling themselves, because Jake Paul's out here making millions of dollars, and dudes are boxers and asking for millions. So at the end of the day, I can't wait to see this fight. I don't really have anybody in this fight, actually. I just want to see it. That's my call.
All right. Esteban, absolutely not. The lineal belt is not the equivalent to the franchise belt. The lineal belt is exactly what it is in the world of boxing. It is the man who beat the man who was not beaten for whatever reason.
That was the Ring Magazine belt for me growing up. That's what that's what I've been explaining to people when they ask, and I say it's the Ring Magazine belt in the late 90s to early 2010s, right? Would you say that's a fair time frame where it was like most people thought? I mean, I still have regard for it. I just don't think that it's held in the same kind of regard that it once was. But to me, that was almost the same thing. But this is a little, I would say, better. It's like the pound for pound title. Like, if that shit could really exist, like, that's what that kind of is. Lineal. Who is the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy?
Well, we plan on making a physical pound for pound title as well. It's not.
How is that different from the lineal belt?
It's not defendable.
It's not defendable. Oh, I love that idea. Whose idea was that?
If you become number one pound for pound, you should receive something other than just being on someone's list for a certain amount of months. So
whose idea was that?
Me and Brandon from Houston.
Yo, Brandon is on his game. He understands this stuff at a high level.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Cash
I love
app here
it. It's
that
like
we got to get to real quick from. First one is from, I think we got to Stainless's Counterpunch. So this means Malcolm has a cash app that says, do you think we see Al Heyman at the purse bid? Hell no.
What?
They already told you who's there. The purse bid is going to be Tom Brown of TGB Promotions. He is the appointing promoter that Heyman Boxing LLC will use to represent Porter.
You know how they should do it? Chat. Those of you that watch baseball and football and basketball, tell me they should not do it like a draft. Like, when you, and I'm thinking mostly baseball, but I guess football too a little bit. They go back to the room, right? To the war room. And there's like a bunch of dudes crunching numbers and like, well, if we take him and we trade that guy, well, then we'll have enough cap room to blah, blah, blah. They should do it like that. Like, that's how a purse bid becomes exciting. Because to me, a purse bid is not exciting. The only thing exciting is, does the fight get made? To me, right? But to put some hysterics in it, to put some drama into it, and make it more like a bidding type of thing, like not like a blind bid, but like an actual and the first bid from Team Top Rank, $500,000.
That's how they would have to do it. That's how they have to do it.
Yeah, and Team Sutherland has 5 minutes to place their bid, beating 500, and then it's like, yo, we gonna come in at 800,000, and it's like, that's it. That's their only rebuttal. You know what I mean? And then it's like Top Rank gets another rebuttal. Like, you know what I mean? Something like I know that didn't sound
I would sensationalize it way more. I would do everything you just said. The first bid coming in, and there's an envelope.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like, Top Rank Promotions bids $800,000.
And then it's like fans going, you know what I mean? Like, have fans there?
I don't know about that. They're going to be streaming.
I think it makes it better.
They're watching it. So then the next envelope, and it's like, PBC bids $801,000.
They fucking prices right
You
him.
know? And
That's hilarious.
And then you want to have those post fights. So he's like, you bring up Bob, and it's like, Bob, so what was it? What was behind your number? Bring us down to the number. Break down the number for us. Why'd you bid on 800,000?
Dude, if they don't do it like that now, I'm fucking bummed. You ruined this for me. Because if they do anything less than that, which they're not going to do any of that. This is a bummer.
Yeah.
Damn. Now that's exactly what I want.
They're gonna be
Okay.
like-
Do you have any reference in your mind to a basketball draft or a football draft? Like you never seen like video of LeBron getting drafted, and it's like with the first round in the 2018.
But
draft.
whatever movie showed drafts, like I know that, like maybe Shaquille's movie, Shaquille O'Neal, like what was that movie he did?
Blue Chips.
Blue Chip might have showed a
Okay,
draft,
good
right?
ass movie. Nah, they
Any
might
given
have. I don't
Sunday,
think they did.
Any given Sunday might have showed a draft.
No, you know who did? Did you ever see that movie called Draft Day with Kevin Costner? And he works for the Browns organization, and they have the first round draft, and the whole day is about who they're gonna pick.
Blue Chip, man. I remember him getting drafted.
He got recruited to the college team, which is a little different than drafting. The drafting, like, listen, I'm telling you right now. Whenever you get a chance today, just Google NBA draft or NFL draft or something, and look at the pageantry that they put into the draft. The draft should be something boring for most people, but it's exciting. People look for it. They stamp it on their calendar. They have this big old thing ESPN does. It's like a 5-day, maybe even 10-day, lead up, and they have guys on. That's what we need. If we're going to put purse bids on air, if we're going to have people actually watch them and be entertained by them, there has to be some pageantry about this. You got to have a top-ranked jersey, right? Ready. And if they win, it's like, and the winner of the 2021 WBO welterweight purse bid, top rank, and then both fighters come out with the top ranked jersey or top ranked hat. They just wear them for the pictures, you know what I'm saying? Pose, like something like that. I'm not saying
I
that,
know,
but
you're
that.
making it so football. Top ranked jersey. We don't wear
Okay,
jerseys.
but it doesn't have to be a jersey. It
Yeah,
could be a fucking
gloves.
cape for all I care.
No, it could be top ranked gloves. Showing the top ranked logo. Both do a face
Yes,
off with
that
the
could
glove.
be cool. Yeah, I love that. That's a good idea.
You
I like
turning
that.
it into a football and basketball.
No, you're right.
But
You're right. Box
I got
glove.
a super chat to make you
ahead.
happy. This is from Super Mex. I guess you guys just sent each other super chats. He says, "Shout out to Mario, Canadian Destroyers Munguia."
That's right. Oh, Canadian. Yo, listen
one
right
even
now.
believes you
YouTube
working
Canadian Destroyer. YouTube that. If you're not impressed with that wrestling move,
no one believes you're working out, Mario.
that's fine. They can believe whatever. I'm working out. I work out every day at 4 or 5 in the morning. I worked out.
Are you at a fitness gym or are you at a real gym, Mario?
I'm at both.
I know,
I
Bo.
work out at 5. I work out at 5. Go ahead.
No, Bo was saying I thought Supermax had COVID. He out here super chatting.
How is COVID? I don't understand. What's the correlation?
If you ain't sick enough to still, if you're not sick enough to stop super chatting, you still
Bro, that's the
you healthy
dumbest
enough to fight. You healthy enough
Let me
to
tell
fight.
you, Como did CNN for a week, sick with COVID, and like my man was like dead on air.
Bro, fuck that! You ruined one of the fights, man. That was a fight of the year, man. You know how long we worked? We worked on that rematch for 3 years.
Man, you ain't shit, dog. You have been for weeks talking about, yeah, man, what kind of fights it? But do you really think? But some people don't like that kind of fight. And now you're talking about you ruined a fight of the year. I agree. It's a great fight.
Bruh,
But
it's a rematch I worked on for 3 years. I worked on that rematch for 3 years. As a promoter, Supermax is looking like Joan Guzman to me right now.
Yeah,
him and Vega.
Supermax
Vega.
worked on it
Fucking
too,
Vega.
though, right?
Vega pulled out twice. That's it. Vega's on the collateral list. He's done.
Man's a Marine. My
He's
man
done.
doesn't need no collateral.
He's
my
done.
man is.
He's
my man,
done. 2 times pulled out, man. He crazy, man. He's done.
Bro,
He's on the collateral
You're
list.
insane right
Collateral
now, bro.
list,
You're
man.
talking about a dude.
Yo, Al
who's
Cutter Marine.
been up his life.
Al Cutter Marine. Al Georgia Marine.
He about to come to Border Wars, and he's about to say, yo, I'm taxing you for my service, and then you going to get taxed in the ring. No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, listen, he's bro. I mean, name a excuse that gets better than that. Like, I gotta go to the Marines to fight for our country. Like, that's I don't know. That's hero shit to me.
I don't
But
know what you're talking about. Hero shit is beating Supermax. Hero shit is beating Supermax or beating Keem. That's fucking hero shit.
I mean, shit. Listen. I know Supermax. He's disappointed because he's been wanting that fight even longer than you've wanted that fight. He wanted that fight the second that shit was over.
Where's Waldo Rell, man? Where's Waldo Rell?
Bro, why you hate on that man so much?
Where's he at? He ain't pay his fees. Like, is Brandon fighting or not?
I hear you.
I'm just saying, like, what's going on, Waldo Rell?
He's your, like, well, who is he? He's your, like, Terence Crawford, right? He's the guy, you're a promoter who y'all just can't ever see. Like, y'all are the type where it's like.
Who's he? I'm going to tell you who he is.
Relationship goes into the promotion.
No. He is. I'm going to tell you who he is.
He's deleted.
That's it. Or
horrible fighter.
Or he's
horrible fighter.
Damn, dog, you don't let that man breathe. Okay, let's just be real for a second, because I know you keep it. You're honest, right? You know he is a good fighter. You would say that, right? You making jokes right now.
Yo,
horrible fighter.
All right, you know what? Now I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna fall back because if that's your true opinion, I don't think anybody would question that at this point.
Horrible fighter.
You're fucking terrible, bro.
Listen. He got a draw with a light heavyweight.
What does that mean though? Like,
dude, you're a heavyweight. You're 6'4", and you're gonna draw with a dude that's like 5'7", 8, 10. So you know you got to show that you got the skills, or is it just
excuses? I knew it was coming.
I think anybody who is in the ring with Marvin and performs the way he did can't be thought of as a terrible fighter. I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
Marvin's like the benchmark, right? Like at this point, right? You've said it yourself. He's the poster boy for what Border Wars should be, right? Losing the weight, taking it. You know what I'm saying? And if Rel did what he did in that fight, then
what did he do though?
I mean, he got a draw.
He sumo wrestled. You know, got ugly in there. Got ugly.
I mean, but isn't that what fights supposed to be? Isn't that what fights supposed to be? Isn't that what fights supposed to be? Fights supposed to be passion. Fights supposed to be you going out there and making it the best fight for you to win, and not the prettiest fight for you to win, not the most crowd-pleasing fight for you to win, but you going in there and fighting the fight that would allow you to win. I think that's what he did. I think Bro's a good fighter. I'm just, you know what? That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I agree. He's a good fighter,
but
I also agree that he's a
horrible fighter.
You know?
How does that make any sense?
Because it's like, yo, you talk, and then you don't get no knockdowns. And all you got is a standing 8. And then you fight a smaller man and you don't even get a standing 8 on him. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're definitely saying, and I know what you're saying. I think, I'm not even gonna say that. I just feel like you're I feel like you're trying to like will Rel to be the fighter that you want him to be, and it's like, he's trying to be the fighter that he thinks is best for him to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Y'all, I'll tell you what. It's entertaining as shit. I would for real pay pay-per-view money to watch you and Rel live at a house, real world style, and just see the shit that y'all get into.
He couldn't take it. He couldn't take
It's
it.
money.
He couldn't take the heat. Let me get to David Maldonado. David Maldonado.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division.
Yo.
What up?
What up?
Yo, what's good, Ness?
What up?
Yo, Mario, what's up, man? When are you coming out with the Wrestling Voice podcast?
Bro, we were just talking about it this morning. IG done, Twitter almost done, Cash App done.
That's what's up, man. I hope everything works out. I'm gonna call in. We gotta do it too, cause I'm a historian when it comes to wrestling too. Yo, Ness, what we talking about, Crawford? Hey, I'm dead serious, man. Yeah. I'm dead serious. Yo, Ness, what's up with Crawford and Porter? Let's be honest, without no feelings. Who do you pick to win that fight and how?
What, Crawford Porter?
Put him on the
Crawford and Porter, yeah, man. I heard that shit might be almost a done deal. I
mean, what do you mean?
You on the hot seat now?
What do you mean? Who do I pick?
Who you pick?
Who do you think's gonna win that fight? Cause I'll tell you the truth. I think it's gonna be a great fight, but I think that Crawford's gonna be the first guy to stop Porter, man. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Whoa.
But it's gonna be a fight, though.
Tall task.
You disagree with me?
No, I think that's very possible. But I think it would speak more volumes of how good Crawford is. We all know how good Shawn Porter is. For that to happen, man, that's
I see it happening with the uppercut.
With the uppercut?
I see,
like,
believe
are you
it or
talking
not,
about like a knockout, or are you talking about
no.
An accumulation stoppage?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I see him. Y'all might bash me for this. I see him doing him like he did Felix Diaz, bro. He's gonna play knock on the ropes, and he's gonna be catching him in with them uppercuts every time he comes in, because that's how he broke down Felix Diaz. Every time he charged in, Terence Crawford got an amazing IQ. He makes adjustments on the fly. I don't see anybody at 147 beating him until Jerron Ennis reaches his peak. That's the only guy that I think special enough to beat him, because Errol Spence, believe it or not, is going to be a mismatch that people are going to be shocked when it happens, because I think Spence is too basic for Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I don't.
I might get a lot of bash for that. One more thing too.
I wouldn't disagree. Off the jump, I think that you could be right for sure.
Now with Jake Paul, right? I saw some improvements. You know what I mean? He did his thing, and don't crucify me for this. I'm not even being funny. I'm being dead serious. I think with training, with a training camp, I think my guy Troy King Killer Tamer will stop Jake Paul, bro. I really believe that.
Stop Jake Paul. Yeah, I think he could.
With a training camp, Troy used to fight at 190 at one time. No, Troy used to be 190 at one time before he became a vegan. Yeah, that's my boy. I think he'll beat him. Anyway, Ness, man, if you was a wrestler, you'd be one of them dudes that's always turning from good guy to bad guy, man. First you was Canelo's man, and now ever since the Mafia knocked on your door, now you rocking with Al Heyman and Tank Davis, man. Come on, man. I think you're doing that on purpose.
I just turned on Canelo because he was out here acting like a diva. If you wanna go ahead and respect him for that, that's on you. I gotta call a spade a spade.
But the fight is happening, though. Now it's not like the fight's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen after multiple failed negotiations and slander to Plant's name as if it was his fault. It's his fault that Canelo wants to act like a diva and get every single concession.
That's how boxing is, man. The A side, B side. Floyd did it. Cotto did it. They all did it, man. Canelo's doing it now. He's abusing it the way he's abusing it. But at the end of the day, he's fighting the best guys. Who else is fighting Caleb Plant and Kovalev? And even Bivol, if you would have fought Bivol, Bivol's better than anybody on anybody's resume that they're saying Canelo's scared of, bro. And you know that. I don't see Charlo in there trying to fight Bivol. I don't see Benavidez fighting Bivol. Canelo's fighting all these guys, man. Everybody's just waiting for that payday.
Who he's fighting? When he fought Bivol?
He was going to fight Bivol. If that Plant fight wasn't going to happen, Bivol was the next step, man.
Why didn't it? Plant turned down his offer and moved on. Why didn't Canelo?
Because he wanted the
Because
plan
at the end
fight.
of the day, Canelo wants undisputed. He wants to be undisputed, but
because he capping. He wasn't gonna fight no fucking Bivol, just like he wasn't gonna fight no fucking Better Beef. Get out of here, man. His trainer said he was gonna fight
he'll
Ryder.
fight Better Beef.
His trainer said he was gonna fight Ryder. I ain't see him fight Ryder. Every time they say they gonna fight somebody, you think they gonna fight him. Get out of here. He was watching the Callum Smith Ryder fight, and he said, "Should we fight Ryder? Why he ain't fight Ryder?" Fuck out of here.
I can't answer that.
Nobody.
I think Canelo, by the end of his career, is gonna fight everybody that everybody's saying that he's ducking. Man, he's still in his prime. He's gonna fight Plant, and I believe out of respect, he's not signed a multi-contract because he knows this is a tough fight.
That's
Why are you gonna
fine.
sign a multi-contract like that?
That's fine, but he ain't got to be a diva.
Okay, well, Charlo needs to fight Benavidez.
He ain't got to force.
Well, that's not happening.
He ain't got to force nobody to give guaranteed money if somebody gets sick. Get your ass out of here.
And why Charlo's not fighting Benavidez, man? That needs to happen while Canelo's taking care of his side of the fence. Charlo needs to fight Benavidez. Get that out the way so that could be a super fight. That's pay-per-view. That shit would sell out Cowboy Stadium with either one of them, Charlo or Benavidez and Canelo.
Yeah, I think so.
And as far as Canelo and Plant, I think Plant's going to be one of his toughest fights. Plant is better than Billy Joe. Somebody last time, I heard the show before, somebody said that Laura's a better offensive fighter than Plant. I disagree. I think Laura got more power for his division, but Plant lets his hands go more.
I said Plant is a more offensive fighter than Laura.
Definitely.
That's what I say. I agree with you.
Who argued the opposite?
Plenty of people.
Somebody said that.
Plenty
Somebody called in. I think Laura Ness is a bigger one-punch puncher than Plant, but I think Plant. I know Plant lets his hands go more.
Get out of here. Laura only put down little ass 54-pound Angulo, man. Plant is a whole half a more man than Laura was. Get out of here. Laura just moving up to 60 in his 40s. Yo, I gotta let you go. You be tripping. I hear you, man. Cash App, get that comeback, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Laura, I don't see how he could be stronger than a 168-pounder. You know, Laura. I mean, biggest knockdown was who? Angulo, who never went down. He actually turned around. You know what I mean? Like, who is Laura put down? Oh, Lamana. My bad. That's my man's too. And obviously that's the most notable name. Is there another name that you can remember? Did he put down Vinus? Who has he put down? What one punch power this dude was talking about? I can't remember motherfucking anybody he put down. And Mario's so busy in his phone he can't answer me. All right, we done. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Oh, wait. I think I got a
You got a Cash App?
Looks like Show Kid sent Dose. And he says, Mario, I'm going to whoop your ass. Nah, I'm joking. He said...
It's probably in there somewhere.
He said, Mario, you mean when you pushed me down and your referee friend helped you, did you count that 30-piece combination I gave you? Not 8 count. I miss Doomy. Laugh out loud.
No, you talking about when you pushed me down after several illegal blows holding me in the back of the head. I remember that when you got a fake knockdown scored, but I don't remember. I just remember hitting you as hard as fuck, seeing your eyes roll back, and that big gulp you took, which I did not know was a tooth at the time. Thought you just had a giant ass Adam's apple, but I remember that. I don't know. Your memory might be a little hazy, champ. That's what happens with concussions.
Yo, we got Show Kid with another one. He said, we definitely did 3-minute rounds. I want my rematch. The people deserve better. I'm 1-0. Shout out to Austin V. And
damn,
SDS
look at
staff.
him.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, listen.
Taking my win away.
The problem with him is...
All right, Wilder.
The problem with him is it's too late. He didn't petition to the commission. That win is done. The time has elapsed. It's like an Amazon refund. After 2 weeks,
yeah, but
refund.
here's the thing. How would you have given it to him? 'Cause I was in the same position. It's not like he fought 3 minutes and I didn't.
mean, no, it's just like any sanctioning body, they make y'all do it over. It's like everybody feels Fox deserves the win. Everybody feels Fox deserves the win, but they're making him fight over. Instead of just appointing him the winner, he got to fight again.
That's true. But yeah, I counted that shit, bro. It was like 2 minutes and 45 seconds, at least.
Yeah, you know.
Don't forget Flag Show tonight.
7
we will
p.m.
be talking about the only fight on the docket this weekend, but it's a good fight. Josh Warrington taking on Mauricio Lara. If you remember how that ended the first time, you know it's a fight to definitely check out. Plus, Katie Taylor and Jennifer Hahn will be fighting for the undisputed women's lightweight title.
But Valdez isn't off yet.
I didn't say he was.
I know. That's Friday. I mean, that's Saturday.
That's next weekend.
That's the 5th.
Nah, it's the 10th.
Bro, you tripping, man.
Bro, watch. Let me check. I got the schedule right here. It's Tucson, Arizona, September 10th, ESPN Plus, Oscar Valdez versus Bryson for the WBC Junior Lightweight title. Gabriel Flores on the card, Xander Zayas on the card, Raymond Mutaraya on the card. Murataya.
Let me see this. Word? I thought so. What? Oh, you.
Oh, and Nakatani.
Man, it's a shit weekend. Well, at least it's Conor Ben. Conor Ben is there. You got Ben and Granados on that card, and you get to see Ebony Bridges again. You know, bro, the zone's stealing our money, bro. That's crazy. The only thing you got is the AJ fight in what, 23 days? They playing, man. They ain't giving us
that
nothing.
card is pretty good. I mean,
bruh, but
Conor Ben, Granados, Laura
Warrington,
Katie Taylor.
Fams. I'm the Zone USA. I'm not the Zone UK.
But you're a boxing fan. You're not a US boxing fan, right?
I hear you. I hear you. But if they launch the Zone UK and they cater into the UK, and they launch the Zone Italy and they cater into Italy, bruh, you know they stop being unfair. Like, they're not catering to us.
I'm not being unfair. I'm remembering the days when you and I were upset that we'd have to find some crazy stream from some crazy website to have to watch good UK fights, and now we're in a situation where we can watch it on playback as well.
And that's good, but they still need to cater to us.
You're absolutely right. I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying that a good card is a good card.
If they want American dollars, give us some American names.
If they want my boxing dollars, give me some good boxing cards like this. And I need them from America too. Hopey Price on that card.
My friend, not everybody
Bridges
is
on that card.
Not everybody is. My brother doesn't know who the fuck Molly Wright is. Brandon Standenfield. Jack Bateson. Ebony Bridges, Hopey Price. My brother definitely don't know Conor Ben.
Hopey Price already out here fighting 10 rounders. Give him his flowers, bro.
He don't know none of these people, bro.
I know Hopey Price.
I'm out.
I know. Peace. At Mario McGee on Twitter. At Mario McGee on Instagram.